You find great joy in irritating them.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I get. Bro, Charlamagne getting irritated is one of my favorite things in the world.
But you pay to have sex with a video bitch?
I mean,
she was the hottest. She was the hottest thing.
She wasn't.
But you would pay for it?
Which I feel like the Mandi and Joe Budden battle has to be coming soon.
And a lot of Troy Ave, maybe hatred, is probably stems from other like opinion about Troy
That's
Ave.
a whole fact. They had sketches coming out every week. Royal Mall podcast was lit. It was actually entertaining. And then the niggas got lazy, per usual, like they always do. And the was trash for years. And now it's good again. Anytime I've caught something, my roster was like minimum 4.
Anytime.
Well, I wonder what's the data on gonorrhea. If my neighbor's dog gets my dog pregnant, do I have the right to sue this nigga? They don't
So
do that.
I like American Mexican.
Nah, man, I like that Mexican, that real sport.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know,
No English, please.
I turned it off at the introduction.
Me too.
I didn't like seeing Carmelo and This Is Us. Most Improved is crazy.
Because they
Told you I'm out here getting dirty buckets.
Welcome, world, to another episode of the Homeroom University podcast, the podcast about your favorite podcast. I'm your classmate, 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑.
Yeah,
And
J Nobles.
this is Jim Kelly, our residential kung fu master.
Yeah, J Nobles.
Yeah, AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards. Yeah, thank you for clicking on the video. Yeah.
He's not dressed like a white man today.
Not today.
Sometimes he dresses like a white man. One time Lauren came in and I was like, you look, like in my head, I thought to myself, you look like he coaches golf.
With that sweater.
I was like, what the
Coach's golf is so specific.
I was
too.
like, what the
Like,
fuck is, where
That
does
might
he
have been
come
around
from?
the time he just got that job, so it's like he in that
especially
spirit.
before you get the uniform or you get the so you're going with your clothes.
Exactly.
That's when you really
Yeah.
like because you're dressing up more than the uniform. Normally.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you really look like you coaching golf or
gotta come in looking dapper, man.
bro. Yeah, either golf or tennis.
Yeah, Tiger
facts,
Woods
facts,
assistant
facts.
or something.
Was I in the all blue?
I don't even remember what it was
Yeah.
specifically, but I was like,
he has a couple outfits.
That's a
He
good
just
fit.
named one of
It's a
them.
couple
That's a good fit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That might have been the one you saw, man.
Jesus Christ, man. Subscribe to the Patreon so we can get this nigga Lauren some more outfits. What else? Like the video, subscribe, do all that.
Follow us on Instagram, subreddit Homeroom University.
What's the other shit?
Yep.
Office hours.
Yep, office hours.
Office hours. Anything you want us to comment on, just leave it in the comments. # office hours. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna bring it up. Yeah.
Which I didn't pull any of them, but we're gonna do them later in the show anyway, so we'll have them. But I'm sure there's some. But yeah, man, welcome back to another week. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty to get into because it just seemed like it was getting cracking. Like the Joe Budden Network, Camron, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. There's so much been back and forth exchange. We're late to the party, so now we're about to just.
It's a whole debacle.
Yeah, it's a whole debacle, and we're just about to recap everything and just give our thoughts on it.
And hopefully, my bad. Hopefully y'all in the Christmas spirits too. Ho ho ho. Yeah, Merry Christmas too. We gotta actually bring the Christmas spirit. It's damn near Christmas.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Oh, and another thing too is like Christmas is coming up and the end of the year in general. And I'm thinking next week is the week that we should do the yearly podcast recap. In terms of like
what that look like?
Like I think we should go through like
Best clips.
the rankings. Maybe rank the podcast. I'm not 100% sure how we go
you talking about that shit. Okay,
Matter of fact,
that shit,
I'm talking about just like the podcast world. Like, let's sum up the year. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be something like, let us know in the comments what kind of categories we should develop actually for that episode next week. Because, I mean, there's already like the Edson ratings in terms of like who was literally like the biggest network this year or the top 50, the top 50 biggest podcasts. Those are lists that are already like just numbers based. But then we also are going to do like, most impactful. There's subcategories that we can go into. Who had the worst podcast of the year?
Most improved
podcast this year. Whose podcast fell off this year? Like
Sluttiest podcast, because there's a lot of those. They just fucking came out of nowhere.
It's a lot of them.
There's a million and one topics we can kind of go through. And I think next week is probably going to be the best week to do it because the week after that is going to be so close to Christmas. I don't even know about our scheduling wise how that's going to work. Because I don't even know what day of the week Christmas is just yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't looked at the calendar, but I think next week is when we'll do our yearly recap of all the podcasts. And
just makes sense.
All these professors that you see on these couches and behind the screens at Homeroom University are gonna lay the law down and let you niggas know how you've been doing all year.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because we are the law.
Who's gonna let us know how we've done?
The comments will let us know how we've done.
That's
but
true.
and our
democracy
our analytics will let us know how we've done. So
yeah, our faculty, our faculty members, you know what I mean.
Our faculty members,
they're
our
gonna
classmates,
let us know, you know.
Facts. So
and
the school board
give
of
these niggas
operations.
a report card.
And before we start, just to know, did somebody send bots our way?
we got boxed last week for sure.
Okay,
we
I just
got
want to make sure.
We got botted last week.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
It was weird.
It was weird. I think I saw something.
Because
For what?
I don't know what it was. It was so weird because they weren't specific and it just kept saying stuff like, y'all got killed.
Flamed or some shit.
Y'all got flamed. Y'all got killed. So like I woke up and I'm like, nigga, where? Like,
Searching, yeah, I'm looking around.
I'm thinking, yeah, you're about to help us next week's in analytics. You're about to get, I'm
Yeah.
looking for who cooked us. You know what I'm saying? Who
Exposure.
Yeah, who said our name so that we can come out, we can jump off the window and
Capitalize.
yeah, we can capitalize off this, but I didn't find nothing. I'm replying to the bots and shit, thinking it's real. I'm like, who cooked us, nigga? Tell me. Put the link in the
And
comments.
cooked is so specific. That means that like objectively we lost.
Because they had tomatoes in that bitch too.
Yeah, tomatoes was a theme.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
The bots can.
Somebody tell them to put tomatoes in here.
That's why I was like, this must be real specific. Like somebody really must have made a video and said put tomatoes in their comments.
Who do you think we was talking about that could have done this?
I don't know. I feel like last week was kind of light. It wasn't crazy last week. So I don't know.
The
Yeah.
light-skinned white girl.
And it wasn't even last week. It was probably the week before that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was no jumper stuff.
That is a good. But she has real fans.
That's
It would be
what-
actual.
Oh, you're talking
people.
about Brittany Venti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brittany Venti, she got real people. Yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't.
So it would hurt
she,
more. Okay.
She don't need it, and that would have been on this most recent episode. So like,
Yeah.
she don't need bots. Like, they would have just cooked
gonna
us.
turn up for her.
They'd have cooked us off the strength.
And we would
like,
see all of
Yo,
them
what if we got a
individual.
mole in here?
There's only 4 of us.
There's only 4 of us, so
I'm not spending no
might have to
frivolous
treat this
dollars.
shit like
Yeah.
the party.
And nobody's spending money on that shit.
I don't know anybody spending frivolous dollars on that damn bots. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, on the way here, you asked for that ginger ale. I was like, shit, I hope Lauren not there. I hope that nigga stole on the way.
Did you call me for?
Yeah.
Nah, he called
Nah.
you for his own selfish reasons.
Well, I thought you was on the way to give you some
Yeah.
fries, but yeah.
But yeah, let's jump into this.
Killer Cam.
Killer Cam, Camron versus the JBP network or the Joe Budden podcast, and specifically Melyssa Ford. But I mean, since the last episode, several back and forths has happened. Melyssa Ford got on the Joe Budden podcast, and after Camron and them told their story about them going to a hoe house, rescuing a girl for the night
While they were underage.
while they were underage, Melyssa Ford decided to add in that extra sauce of,
A little QAnon.
yeah, maybe they were being trafficked and blah, blah, adding crazy
Little
Royalty
gas
and shit.
just extra sauce to
Yeah.
it, right?
She had a
Little
woman's
sauce.
imagination.
Pretty much, yeah, like the worst possible scenario outside of like the lighthearted nature that the story was originally told in. She put a serious
Connotation.
yeah, she put a heavy
Cam-
cloud over it.
Cam would say a hoe's perspective.
That is what
But,
Cam was
you
saying.
know,
Yeah,
I
He
don't
probably put silly in front of the hoe, though.
Yeah, fact. So, Camron's first initial, his official clapback was he warned them on the it is what it is, and it was like the warning was real light, like it was really light to where people thought he wasn't gonna go in at all or be petty like he typically is. But then he got on Instagram Live and put a bandana on
Yep.
with the white tee,
Yeah.
and he gave us what he gave us a Killer Cam response pretty
Yeah.
much. And I'm just gonna say the camera response I thought was amazing.
I
You know
listened
what I'm
to
saying?
it effortlessly.
I did too.
I was
All-
watching this and I was like,
all 33 minutes of it. I was like, this
Yeah.
is it. This is the type of way I want to see Camron respond.
And when he first responded, I didn't even think of it as like he didn't take a shot. It was just a light jab. You get what I mean? It wasn't even like he like was playing defense or like he forgave the bitch.
you could
know?
tell he's being methodical about this shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a few moments where he was like, should I drop that now? Nah, I'm gonna use that for the end game.
Yeah,
Like,
he even said it on the live. Yo, this nigga's hilarious. He was like, the reason I'm doing this now because this is my work. This has nothing to do with my nigga Mate. Shout out to Mate. Shout out to it's what it is.
Shout out to Killer.
I was like, yo,
Nigga said,
I was
"Make
like,
somewhere not giving a fuck."
I was like, but he knows how to separate his business
He
from
does.
his, his other
Compadres.
business.
That's a fact, which was
You get
nice
what I
to
mean?
see. So it was like maturity and immaturity in it, which is the
Yeah.
perfect balance.
Yeah.
We need the yin with the yang. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
true. That's true.
Let's watch the Killer and Mace warning before we get into because the Mace warning was like, okay, I've never seen, or maybe I'm just Mace was popping and I was still young. So like I don't know adult Mace. Like I don't with adult brain AJ. You know what I'm saying? Like I was still a kid when Mace was that nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? Even though I listened to Mace music, he wasn't, I wasn't.
He didn't register as that icon that niggas know him as. Your dad knew him as.
Exactly. Or my cousins type shit. But it's like with this, the way he responded, like the way he kept stressing how much he doesn't give a fuck. And the way Camron kept stressing, he don't give a fuck. I said, damn, is there a side of Mace that I haven't, that I'm not familiar with yet? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they called him Murder as his nickname.
Right.
What Murder at?
Murder Mace.
I can't stress how much I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
that's satirical.
It
you get
is,
what I'm saying? Because he know what Cam know. And probably more.
They're on the same page. These niggas known each other since like middle school, bro.
I think he said
like elementary type shit.
Yeah.
They talked about.
And then they hated each other.
Yeah.
Now they love. So they
They're
had
really
a whole
homies for
like. You know what I mean?
Anytime you fall out with a nigga and then reconnect, like y'all friendship is deep, nigga.
sure.
Like that
Sure.
shit, nobody can shake that shit. We already fell out, my nigga. For
sure.
There's no more falling out at this point.
You battle tested.
But two Harlem niggas.
Yeah, and two Harlem niggas. But yeah, let's watch.
Harlem niggas fall out. So
Way
easily.
serious. Look, we're just here to tell the truth. We're not into anything illegal. So you can stop trying to put that together. Let me put you together right quick. Don't ever come for me and kill her.
And we gonna be nice about it.
In your mother's life, nigga. This is not what you
Yo,
want.
I promise you all the comments say, ooh. It's like, you picked the wrong people to fuck with.
You picked the wrong one. Because I can't tell you how much I don't care. I couldn't even tell you how much.
Yo, because I'm gonna be honest with you.
And he's more pettier than I am.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Only reason and if need be, we will revisit this. If need be,
we can revisit it.
Yeah, but the whole thing, this is screaming desperate and attention. Like, yo, it really is. So I'm not going. But if need. Nigga, because niggas is looking for us on
we
this.
We have never, ever tried to take nothing from nobody.
Secondly,
we only like people that love us more than we love ourselves.
We have a whole segment on that. Secondly, who was looking out for us?
We didn't love people that love us more than
we were young.
Yeah, who was looking out for us when we was? Listen, man, we ain't gonna give it no attention, but tread lightly. Be careful. Because I tell you one thing, I know a lot of people are ice.
Snipers and sharpshooters.
Snipers, sharpshooters, and I know people are ice. I have you escorted back up across the border. Be careful. Be careful. And it screams desperation. But we'll get a petition to get you out the country. Cut it out.
I was going to let you stay, but kill it.
Nah, I'll get out the damn country. I'll make 2 calls, man. But I was looking back to Dirt.
Everybody seemed busy.
Long ass video.
Everybody seemed too busy. I thought it was shorter. Yeah, it was about a
minute and 57.
Yeah. Oh, about 2 minutes. But yeah, so that was the original.
Yeah,
that was the warning shot. But then now let's look at the what?
Nah, I mean overall though,
it's nothing.
What did y'all think about? Like, did y'all think he overreacted?
Who Cam?
That was the main consensus with the second, like the real one. You get what I mean?
Yeah, with the real reaction. So it's kind of hard to tell because it's kind of hard for me to say if he overreacted or not.
Because how much, like, what is the true definition of grace? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
what
level?
like that?
You get what I'm saying? Like, at what point do you be like, fuck it?
And on top, see,
I'm gonna throw my bandana on.
But like, that's one of them rumors that you gotta nip in the bud immediately. Like, you can't just have that out on you.
Yeah, well, I think that's like the biggest conversation surrounding this whole thing is like, I want to talk about M4 in general, just because it's like,
when did we start calling it that?
That's what they call it.
I don't know when they start. I'm literally going off of Reddit. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know.
Ford, like M4.
Oh, that makes Ford. Okay, I get you. But I don't know because
I think that's what it is.
There's a large majority of niggas who like, if you have ever sold pussy, you can never say anything about me. You type shit. Like, they'll literally just like stick on that point. It's like, how dare you talk to me, bitch, you sold pussy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the feeling that I got from Camron in his response, where he was like,
"You a video vixen."
He's
bitch.
like, he's like, you're a video vixen and possibly a fucking escort. I didn't even go there.
Not even possibly. He kind of went there.
No, he did. And then, like the way he did it was, I didn't even talk about you selling your ass for $2,000 to Ice-T. Like he like,
but I could have did that,
which is a crazy thing.
You know what?
Like
It's like a weird way to put it out there.
Putting the business out there without saying I'm going into detail.
what's
That's how 50
crazy?
Cent would do it.
Yeah,
And
for
like
real.
in my head, I don't know if I'm fucked up. Like Ice-T is the weirdest part about that shit. Like Ice-T, like how the fuck did that happen? Like it was Ice-T.
It is because
That's like fucking Flavor Flav,
because
right?
he's not really because he's
Nah,
always
it's not.
had cocoa.
That's kind of it.
Yeah.
not as bad. It's
not the same.
because Flavor Flav
Just as a figure.
what do you mean?
Just as a figure, like
time period.
Like how the fuck? Like when?
It is the most
Early 2000s, right?
It is the most random it's the most random name to say.
Like
period.
Ice-T.
Like,
combination. You
You
just don't
fucked
think it would've
Ice-T
came
for
up.
$2,000.
if he said Nelly, I'd just be like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
There's some-
right.
$2,000.
Ja Rule, all these names would have just been, but the Ice-T part was like,
But-
and that's the crazy thing. Ice-T name never, I feel like it was never trending after he said his name.
It was not.
And before we continue, can we Google Melyssa Ford in 2000? That's what year you said it kind of took.
Early 2000 had that.
Let's look at this
that was pretty
because-
much when she was popping.
Ice-T had a lot more money than $2,000, and I feel like if I had his money, I might have given the bitch a little bit more.
You would have paid for
Not
it?
the bitch, Melyssa.
Melyssa, yeah, let's be respectful.
You would pay to have sex with a video vixen?
I mean,
She was in big.
She was the
Melyssa.
hottest. She was the hottest thing.
she wasn't.
But you would pay for it?
I mean, if I'm
I
Ice-T,
don't know. So I don't know. See,
Hell.
everything
I'm
about
Ice-T.
it, I don't know,
You're
bro.
Ice-T.
I don't know, bro.
I'm Ice-T. I should
Bro,
just
at
get
this point,
the case is closed.
Okay, real quick, because Ice-T is like 60 now, bro. Like so that means he was like 40 back then. Like this is like 20 years ago type shit. Like Ice-T is an old nigga, bro. Like he's not
Ice-T.
young.
The game has kept him young, but he's an old man.
He's 65 now, so let's say he was fucking 45
Fuck it.
back then.
That's what I'm saying.
45-year-old niggas pop pussy shamelessly. That's
42.
Trick a little
that's
bit.
nothing.
That's not even tricking for. It's $2,000.
And exactly.
So there's an age limit on tricking.
I don't think there's an age limit on tricking, but
Just-
I definitely think there's an age when nobody gives a fuck. Tricking is just like whatever,
Like,
or buying pussy is just whatever.
you know
Like,
how-
40 plus.
you know how-
especially because Ice-T been in the game since the nigga was like 20. So we're talking like 25 years into his career already.
And
So
certain
free
niggas,
pussy.
I mean, look, certain niggas just get that grace. Future, he can rap on songs about tricking on a whole album,
That's
but
true.
like he just gets that grace.
Yeah.
So, and Ice-T is up there. We just got to let him have it. Let him trick a little bit.
Yeah,
But-
let's watch Camron's response real quick, just so we can
Not very
just.
pimpish.
How long is this video?
Queen's
6
Flip.
minutes.
Oh, pause real quick. It's important to note that he does have a bandana tied, and before he started talking, he was listening to Hit 'Em Up.
He was.
He was most definitely listening to Tupac Hit 'Em Up.
Okay, so because when I watched the video on YouTube, they didn't have the music part.
There's
in
a
there.
longer version.
Yeah, because there's 33 minutes on YouTube, but at the same time, you can't allow music on there. So that's probably they cropped it off of that.
And the
probably.
bandana was already on. He didn't like put that on during the live. It was already on.
Yep.
I just think the imagery of this whole thing is spectacular. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga is really chilling. The bandana is OD, but that's what we want to see from Camron. He's probably got an expensive watch on.
But it does.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Gas station T-shirt.
This
Yeah,
image
you know what I'm
does
saying?
Perfect though.
This image does tell like just a lot.
It tells a great story.
Because it's like, the white shirt is heavenly, he's chilling, but like the bandana, like that shit just brings it to another level.
It
like,
does, bro,
That's
yeah.
that's just the yin and the yang.
And he said he didn't want to do it on his show, but he is doing live from his show page. Does that make a difference? Should he have done it live from his own page?
this is
Does it matter?
it is what it is Instagram page.
That's what it says up here.
That
Yeah.
does muddy the waters a little bit.
Does it muddy the waters a little bit?
he
It does
wasn't-
a little bit. He should have went live on his page.
because of
Right.
what, and that's his fault because of what he said. I don't want to
Right.
cross-pollinate
And
these.
like he was probably a little emotional. He forgot to double click his little profile shit to switch it. So
Cam
you
is
gotta-
still like 40, 50 something years old. Like,
yeah.
I was thinking that too. I was like, maybe he didn't even realize what page
He
was
don't even
live
know
on.
what he's doing.
And
Probably.
he's took accountability. So
Yeah.
I think he knew what page he was on, but that's just me.
Hit player.
He might have just said, fuck it. It is what it is.
This is when he addressed.
Nobody gonna help ML Ford.
Queen's
Nobody gonna help ML Ford.
Yeah, skip forward because this is like. the
Now
whole
this
nine
nigga
minutes.
here. Now,
Nah, I think
man,
it's
all
good.
this shit just because I thought I liked the nigga. I thought he was kind of funny, so I'm trying to help the
This is
nigga
all,
out.
yeah, keep going.
Now, my favor may have been a little extreme,
𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃.
given.
Yeah, just go straight to the middle.
But that's it. Nobody got Melyssa Ford back on this. You gonna let her stay on this? Yo, bro, have her back in what? First of all, let me tell y'all for people who didn't see it. I'm just gonna tell y'all. So let's break this down A to Z, real
All right, go to like
fast.
three quarters.
You choose us of fucking with young people, which you have no motherfucking
What
proof
we
or
looking for
anything like that.
specifically?
Which we don't even fuck with
I
anybody
just
else.
want to hear when he said the thing about M4.
So keep going further out.
Yeah, keep going further out because he's about to recap the whole thing. We don't need to hear the whole thing.
Violent
No, way further.
for you accuse us of some.
You said what?
Further. You're right there.
It's too like murders on some. No, murder may be from the 80s. Not fucking murder might
No,
be
fuck it.
mid 80s, nigga.
Yeah, this is too much. I don't know because I don't know exactly where.
What
it's
are we
at.
looking for again, though?
You're looking for the
I
spot.
might be able to paraphrase it because I watched the shit.
It's
We
near
all
the
watched
end.
it. It was when the nigga said, "I didn't even bring up the part where you was fucking for $2,000."
Right,
It was that part. It was the part that we
Yeah,
won.
we all seen that. We all seen that shit.
Yeah.
It was near the end, but like, yeah, it was very dramatic. It wasn't like, I mean, nigga, you might just.
Anyway,
Is that big of
lonely
a bomb
please
to
flip
drop,
low.
though?
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
You
I'm gonna
think
leave
so?
that at that,
Like,
my nigga. I'm
you
gonna
gotta
leave
think,
that.
right? She was a video vixen. What
No, no.
expectations did we have for her? Like, selling pussy is nothing.
I think it's the biggest bomb to drop because that's the only thing that they didn't mention on the Joe Budden podcast. That's the only thing
Yeah.
they didn't refute.
They probably didn't have a receipt.
Or the receipts. The whole thing is fucking crazy because on the Joe Budden podcast, that was the one thing that they didn't refute. And even when Joe's clapback, he was
He
said,
was like,
he
nigga,
said-
don't ever call my homegirl a cheap hooker.
Yeah, he was because he first said, "I see you niggas liking the $2,000 prostitute, the $200 or the cheap prostitutes on the gram,
Cheap escorts.
the cheap escorts." And then Camron put on his story. He said, "Oh, so she's an expensive one?" Like
That's better, right?
yeah, but it's like it's solidifying.
Yeah.
It does, and I don't think that they. Has anybody ever tried to deny these allegations?
No, there's been no denial.
Okay, so yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's
it's-
why I feel like it was the biggest part.
And it's crazy because it's like I had like no idea. You know what I mean? Like
Me neither.
It's just like I guess it just was no rumors going around like about hey,
Well, this is
Melyssa
the thi-
Ford was fucking in the bathroom.
It's probably not that big of news.
Well, I think this is the biggest thing too. I think any video vixen from back in the day is suffering from the same thing that gangsters suffer from, where
Statute of limitations ain't up.
yeah, a lot of their gangster shit wasn't built for the internet. And so when it gets brought to the internet in 2023, it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like a gangster getting online talking about I shot this nigga back then, or we was doing this and name dropping niggas. It's like their shit is a little bit crazier because it's like statute of limitations might not be up depending on what they say.
Yeah.
But like for a woman, all the video vixens, it could have been common knowledge they all fuck for a minimum of 2,000 to a max of 10. But
this-
it wasn't on the internet. You
But
know
what
I'm
if
saying?
this was like holding her back from like really conversating and like really bringing herself out because she knew about her past?
That's
like
what-
imagine like
Exactly.
she might not ever bring up a smart point again because she fucked for $2,000 in a bathroom one day.
But she's free now. It's out.
No,
No,
see, I thought I look at it as a freeing
But
moment.
Like
She's
now
not-
you can pop all
I
that
look
shit.
at it
But
as a free
she's not
moment.
even that type of girl to like live in her freedom like that.
She's not.
And she's 40.
Well, and that's-
maybe.
I don't know.
That's probably
She-
because
she
she's been.
still look good.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the biggest
Is
thing.
she still worth 2,000? Never mind.
That's that's crazy. This is the biggest thing about
She's worth more, man. She's a black queen.
this is the biggest. That's the biggest thing about like the M4 people's critique with her is that like she doesn't have hard points. It's like she's not standing out enough on the show.
But you got to think
That's
she
one
got
of the biggest things.
she got 20 years of just looking good on camera though. That's her training. That's her background.
Oh yeah,
That's what she probably resorts to.
Yeah, but on a
that's-
podcast, looking good doesn't do it all for on the podcast.
I'm not saying that that's what she should be doing. I'm just saying that's probably what's happening.
See, I think this is I looked at it as a freeing moment. See, because it was like Joe kind of like didn't deny it, and then it kind of made it weird when he
He
said
didn't deny it.
when he said she didn't deny it either.
Yeah.
But it just made it weird when he said y'all be liking the cheap prostitutes.
Yeah, I see what y'all like. Like I watch. Like I see what y'all niggas like.
It's almost
So
yeah,
that was weird.
like
so it's
he
like
didn't try to even save her necessarily.
right. He
But
kind of
he-
he locked it in.
But
But he
he
stood
did
with her.
But he probably I don't know if he did the right thing because that's not something you could just shoo off. especially because Melyssa Ford, she's not the type of girl to be like, nigga, you got me fucked up. She's not the type of bitch to even really do that.
That's
so
But this isn't even
this
isn't even a situation where she could do that. You have to accept that you were wrong in this.
You can't.
A
you
black
can't
woman
do that.
doesn't have to accept what she doesn't want.
I'm just saying, in this moment, you jumped out the window and said something you shouldn't have said. So back, Melyssa Ford.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, how could she even? She kind of has to take what comes with that a little bit.
Not.
No, literally, like
You
this.
know what I'm saying?
This is the price of playing
Some
the game.
of it.
You're using
part of it,
logic,
for sure.
Tony.
You
I
can't
mean,
be a whore and then accuse me of being can we even say that word?
A predator.
Let's just
say a predator.
And then not have me talk about you being a slut. I think that's fair.
That is fair.
It's not
I'm gonna
about.
fight false allegations with the truth.
Or it could be false because nobody
knows.
We don't. It's still allegation. We
Right.
don't know
Wait, about what?
about her selling the coochie.
Oh, yeah,
like
but-
we still don't know that. So it's like that's still some shit that's like alleged.
I think we know now.
I don't think we know. We don't know.
I think we know.
No, we don't. We can't. You can't say you know to avoid the lawsuit.
To avoid
Unless-
I don't know nothing.
Unless one of the two parties say
Confirm.
confirm it, or somebody that was there is like, I saw it with my 2 eyes. Then we put all the blame on that nigga,
Right.
And then we escape all lawsuits. Then we go down the.
Then we
law.
go down, yeah.
You know, I
then
just
we can
say-
jump out the window.
Only reason I say we know is because of the lack of denial.
We can feel like that.
Yeah, speculation.
Yeah, we can speculate. We can speculate.
The crystal ball
we can
says she
speculate.
might have sucked some balls for a couple dollars.
right. But yeah, nobody gave a fuck about the iced tea part. I thought
That's
I did think that was interesting.
And I
'Cause
never
I'm
thought
like-
about it until you said that.
Yeah, like I didn't see nobody talking about iced tea. Like nobody asked him. Coco didn't pop out.
They just
His
kind of
wife-
brushed it under the rug.
I wonder if his
fucking
home is
iced
on
tea.
fire right now.
That's what he's married. This nigga's been married to Coco for a minute, bro. It's like I ain't seen no Coco talk. I ain't seen Ice T say nothing. Nobody saying nothing. It's just Camron's allowed to just say shit like this and nobody give a fuck. There's only one party responding.
And we don't know what type of like sports bar this happened at.
2002.
21 years they've been married.
Yeah, they've been married 21 years.
This allegedly could have happened in 2000 to 2001.
It had to have happened in the early 2000s.
So maybe that's why there's no home beef because he didn't get married to Coco until 2002.
Yeah.
But
He probably knew the
I
bitch
thought it
better.
was weird, but I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. In terms of responses,
I thought Joe
who got the upper hand? Who you think
What
got
do
the
you
upper hand in this exchange?
It's not even a question. One party has the trump card in their deck right now.
I don't know. I think.
I think
Go ahead.
I think it's weird to say.
It's kind
Like
of a draw right now.
Cameron had game point. He was driving to the basket,
But he missed the shot.
But Joe Budden gave him a flagrant foul. Like he just kind of shut
That's a
the
good
shit
way
down.
to put it. That's a
like,
good way to put it.
He
Yeah,
was just
that's a
like
good way to put it.
he just shut it down like in a weird way.
So you saying
'Cause he
Cam is
didn't-
at the free throw? He got to hit the free throw now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's by himself shooting free throw.
He's got to hit it. That's
And
what we waiting on.
He's tried. He already shot one. Like nigga. So you saying the bitch is a
Well, if it's a two-shot
rich
free
one?
throw, that was a.
I mean, look,
We going deep on the metaphor.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
the
he
metaphor
made-
doesn't
yeah.
really
The fact
fucking
that
matter.
he even did a flagrant
He
foul.
made the first basket.
The fact that he flagrant fouled to begin with, that's frustration. So
Yeah.
now it's like, nigga, you're
Or-
obviously losing.
Not
It really wasn't a flagrant though. It was just a take fowl.
frustration.
Just take foul?
Yeah.
Frustration. Look, emotion is going to be a part of the game, but it's knowing. Like, all right, this nigga got game point. He's gonna have to make it while being injured. If he has to really want this game.
Right,
Like he's gonna have to
right.
really
You sound
want.
like the Detroit Pistons, nigga.
Hey, nigga, we did this.
Because he did say, because Joe did say some other shit that was like, I don't think you
Yeah.
have time for any of the frivolous lawsuits for
Yeah.
defamation. That was some
Try
player
it.
shit.
He was like,
And
try
he-
it, nigga, because you don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some player shit.
Yeah,
Because
that
it
was
is
good.
hard to win a defamation
Yeah.
suit.
And then-
It sounded cool when Camron said it, even though even when Camron said it, I was like, I'm sure you don't have a
You
case.
don't, bruh.
But whatever. It sounds cool to
And
say it in
then
the
Nigga
middle of
said,
it.
pause. I could be a sucker nigga
Yo.
and sue for defamation.
Yeah, it sounds cool to
And
say,
then
but you
he
don't have a
damn-
case, I'm sure.
And then with like saying like, yo, this nigga don't even have the case. He damn near said he don't have the funds to fund the case.
That was crazy,
Because he
yeah.
was like, nigga, you don't have the infrastructure to even like push it along
Yeah.
to where like even maybe you might get something, but
Even if
probably
you had
not.
even
Like,
if you had a case, you can't afford
you
it.
can't
Right.
afford to keep that shit going for even like 6 months.
Yeah.
Because
nigga.
that's what the
Because that's what the real bill is.
That's what the Fortune 500 companies do. Like
Yeah.
they have money to waste They know this lawsuit will never end.
They can afford to be petty.
They can literally afford to be petty for 5 to 10 years just to keep the shit rolling
and somehow write that shit off.
And
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That was just beef.
Yeah, figure out a way to wipe it off and make it seem like it never happened. So,
and I mean, when he said that shit about Cam's lawsuit thing, is almost kind of like shits on his whole overarching theme, because it's like you bringing up a lawsuit you know can't happen. So what else are you saying that is not really real? You know what I'm saying?
That's what it was just like. It's
on whose part?
On Cam's part, like, because like if
on his allegations.
Well, no, I do believe that Cam thinks that he can get a lawsuit popping.
I don't think
you can sue
I think
anybody.
he believes it, but
winning is different.
But that's stupid. If he believes that, then he's already.
But you gotta understand, with all this shit going on with with Diddy and Giddy, and
it's pretty crazy right now.
It's a lot of Diddy's, and you know what I mean.
Niggas don't even,
So it's like, nigga, don't play with me like that. I'm killing Cam. Like, that's just how we thinking. I'ma sue you, nigga.
Is Melyssa Ford a citizen or she have a green card?
I don't know, honestly.
Because that was kind of fucked up to say. Because like threatening a nigga with ICE when they're not citizens is pretty crazy.
But I mean, ain't nothing you can really do.
Cam started sounding,
you can't do nothing.
You started sounding very patriotic.
He did.
Sound like you wanted to build that wall around there.
He did. So it's like,
I think she's still Canadian.
She's still Canadian. She might be on a work visa.
Oh, we just let them come in.
She might have a green card.
Or work green card or some shit like that.
She's still a working girl?
Permanent resident card, yeah. Some shit like that.
Yeah, because she was in California and Joe convinced her to come to New York to do the podcast in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, she probably got some sort of permanent residency.
And that just says actress. What acting credits does she have?
She has acting credits. She acts in a few movies.
She was in movies?
She's in a bunch. Yeah,
she probably was.
Yeah.
Because they video vixens were in a lot of movies back in the night. Like that was when we actually had a lot of movies to even pick from. Like
everything can just be like horror related now. It's fucked up.
Yeah, low key, yeah.
I wonder what.
Don't even worry about it.
What movie?
Yeah. I was kind of hoping it would be more
co-starred in Pimps and Hoes.
But when you brought that up though, I was kind of hoping that it would be like a green light. Like if she maybe not leaned into the, yes, I did do this in the bathroom, but like that kind of frees you. You know,
to speak about more.
It's a freeing thing. Like because that could have been the one thing that prevented her from going in on these
other things,
on these topics and the people that are surrounding these topics. Somebody might say that shit that I was doing that I might have been doing back in the day. But now that it's been brought up, it's kind of freeing. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing you've been hiding.
Once you feel like you can take the punch and like they don't have the power to knock you out, you feel comfortable getting closer.
Right. So now it's like, so I don't know. We might see a more vocal or a more hard stance M4 in the future.
Maybe. I don't know, because it's like, do you only do that one time? Like you only fuck in the bathroom one time for $2,000. So it's probably more dark secrets.
Yeah, that's another.
And it's like,
too.
but she's not that type of girl. Like I can't even see her doing that. Like, it's more of a
See, that's the scary thing too, because we don't know what happened. We don't know if this is true. Because say that was just say this is true and that was a one-time occurrence. She's free. But what if this is one of 25?
Then it's like, I feel like it's kind of the same at that point.
You think so?
Yeah, like, all right, so what's the difference between she fucked 5 dudes for money versus she fucked 15 dudes? Like, obviously there's 10 more niggas, but you fuck for money at this point in time. Like,
yeah, but
our perception of you doesn't change
there's
that
a
much.
difference between hard times and like the other
career.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like
one is just like, all right,
one or
hard
two
times.
She might have been down bad.
You get on video vixens, they don't get paid all the time.
But like 10 to 20, it's like, no, you maintain this even with the videos. Like this is just another source of income.
You got to think about what that does to her career when like you're talking on a podcast, so it's like your word means everything. Your opinion means everything. Who cares about a slut's opinion? Like, nigga, nobody cares about that shit. Like, who watches? Mia Khalifa tries to get people to hear what she has to say.
Oh my God,
where has that gotten?
They hate when she fucking talks.
And I think that's fully accepted of her wholeness.
I think she shot herself in the foot with a lot of shit. I don't think it was just her being a hoe.
It's a little different.
She's come out and said like just blatantly stupid shit.
But
what hoes do.
But I think in general, it is hard for a porn star's opinion to be taken seriously by the masses. Even though Mia Khalifa did a lot of goofy shit. Like
she did so much goofy shit. She fucked herself up.
Yeah, it doesn't help. Like she does goofy shit like just as like a recreational sport.
She's like Meek Mill when it comes to just being unfortunate and cringy situations.
She's always on the bad side of the internet. Always.
But
bro.
these are different industries that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Can we really even compare those?
They are very different.
That's very different.
it's kind of like the.
If you
it's
add
kind of like gangsters being on the internet now. It's like we don't know what they were doing.
I think one of the bigger problems with why the backlash came for her too is she does the thing that all women do. They don't take accountability and give like a real apology. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Okay, Leah, let's start a new segment real quick on that. So yeah, no, you're good. So yeah, so that was one of the biggest backlashes of like, she doesn't hold M4 doesn't take accountability for the things that she says. Ish, shout out to Danny, has a video on this. I think I put it in there. Ish is like, everybody is like, I got your back, M4, and Ish is just like,
she's a.
I fuck with you.
Oh, okay.
No, what? No, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Nigga, I was not going there at all. Actually. But yeah, he was like he's like, I'm not standing behind you. Like everybody checked her, so that is another thing to bring up too.
Wait, I'm not standing behind you.
Yeah, like in terms of like
Queen's
Flip is like I stand
or like I'm still your friend, but like what can I defend? Like what is there to defend? Because it's really her battle.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like whatever.
That is true, and that's why I find it hilarious when they was like, Queen specifically, when he was like, "Yo, are no other women podcasters gonna come to your defense?"
Yeah,
literally.
He said that.
It's like, nigga,
and he said that
you're
too,
on her
like,
team.
He claims he says that to get into the algorithm, just to ruffle some feathers and shit like that.
Feed the beast.
I think the main person, I think outside of Ish, not like standing behind the statement or her apology, is Mandi. Mandi had like a little tweet rant where she was like kind of talking shit about Joe.
Jesus.
Pretty much the same thing we talked about in this first segment, where she was like, it's weird that Joe kind of just like sealed in stone, like she might have been doing that. Like Mandi didn't like how Joe kind of like locked in, like
at least she wasn't cheap.
Yeah, all some shit like that.
Yeah.
Which I feel like the Mandi and Joe Budden battle has to be coming soon.
Has to.
It's got to be coming soon because Mandi
has to, bro.
Mandi's done like
you might be making it right now.
No. It's not me. They've been playing with each other. Like,
yeah, they've been doing things back and forth.
I don't
like
think Joe is
mates and shit.
Yeah, I don't think Joe's really taking any like subs disses at her.
Yeah, a little bit.
He might have, okay, but like I know Queen's Flip did the thing, did content with her.
Yeah.
Ish just did content with her. And it's like you keep doing content with current cast members. The battle got to be coming soon, bro.
Yeah, nah, that's strategic.
They
she made
gearing
a
up.
little Sun Tzu.
Yeah,
But I think he still fucks with her homegirl though. I think.
Yeah, they probably just
co-host or whatever like that.
I think so. I believe. I'm not really certain on
they
that.
just they're gearing up for like, you know, the big WrestleMania match, nigga. It's nothing to.
Yeah, and I don't know if Joe and Mandi are gonna go to war by the end of the year, or there's only like 3 weeks left or 2 weeks. Yeah, about 3 weeks left, or if this will be just a pop off the new year. But going to war with women, it's touchy too, especially women that used to work with you. Like
it is touchy.
Like Mandi could say one thing, even if it's not like. I don't think she would say something that's not true, but she could say it
verbally
in a certain
abusive.
way. Yeah, she could say it in like a certain way that would just like
words matter, nigga.
Yeah, that would really sound because even though I don't watch Mandi content at all, she's a good podcaster. Like she knows how to frame her shit to sound crazy.
She does.
Or that she knows that like I know she's good because I don't watch her because she irritates me. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be good
to do that
to evoke any emotion.
Yeah,
either good or very bad.
Yeah, and I don't think she's very bad at all. I think she's very good. So it's like, yeah, she's equipped. She's equipped. She's equipped for sure.
Yeah, she's equipped.
And unless she got a big truth bomb, I don't think she's losing to Joe Budden. She got to have something substantial on this nigga.
Oh, nah, she'll definitely lose for sure.
You think so?
For sure. Why would she win?
That's that people turn on Joe. Because I think
the only way she would win, it would have to be something like so crazy that's outside of like what we've already heard of Joe. Like, he's abusive. Like, who cares? He lies. Whatever. Bitch, really cry about it. Like, that's Joe's all that's going to be said about that.
That's a fact. Because Joe's had so many bad things.
It's like, it
that
would have
could
to
have
be
potentially killed him.
It would have.
And he's
never
still
did.
standing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really hard to go to war with a nigga like that.
It's
really hard.
It would have to be like something like, you know,
egregious.
She would like got
be
up to go.
something we've never heard before.
Yeah, like
Never.
He asked for a golden shower, like something
And not only
ridiculous.
would it have to be
Yeah.
that, it would have to be like leagues of people coming out after, like one after another with the same story.
Yeah, like he tried to pee on me too. Like,
Yeah, bro.
It'd have to be that type of shit.
And they try to kill Joe so many times. It's hard to beat a nigga who's like he's literally defeated all cancels.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And
low-key.
he didn't even defeat them. He just didn't stop.
He just stood
He
in them
just didn't
shits.
stop.
I was watching-
He lost a couple of them shits.
Stood in them shits and kept
He
going.
just kept going though.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I was
it's whatever.
watching this nigga loving hip hop highlights. Right, this
Nigga,
nigga,
they're amazing.
he
bro.
was like, I just want to let you know I'm going on a vacation with my ex. And I wanted to let you know because I thought you should know. She was like, the bitch was like, she was like, but Joe, why? She was like, but like, do you love her?
Yo,
he was like,
that was Caitlyn, right?
I think I do.
I'm going to
Caitlyn,
I was like, yo, this nigga Joe is a legend, dog.
bro, Joe Budden, Love and Hip Hop highlights.
I forgot how fucking
It's really-
funny it was. Like
it's
that was
really
a
like
whole
that.
era. That shit was crazy.
And then he was on like pills during that time period too.
you could tell.
Yeah, he
which
was
is fucked up, but you know, it's
because
you
he
know.
was real skinny too. But it was just like
Make great content.
I
Yeah.
remember hearing him talking about like this is years ago. He would like talk about his time period on there. This is Rory Mall days talking about his
Yeah.
time period on like Love and Hip Hop. And he was like, "Oh nigga, I don't even remember that scene." But he was like, "God damn it, he was like, nigga, I was going
killed it.
crazy. I killed that shit." You know what I'm saying? Like
that nigga broke a leg for sure in every scene he was in.
every scene, nigga, you saw why he was getting paid when he was getting paid. Because
Yeah.
he used to talk about that shit too. He used to talk about he used to get a hefty ticket for his Love and Hip Hop compared to everybody else.
He
was
had to
getting-
been one of the main draws, right?
He was. I think in his later seasons, he was like executive producing as well too.
For sure.
Oh,
So,
God.
but yeah, we started with M4 and it just turned into
No apology
like
and the Mandi and yeah.
it turned into
M4
I kind of want to see the Joe and Mandi battle. That'd be good.
for like just as like a thing. I mean, I fuck with Mandi. Like I don't really.
this is what Joe does.
You
know what I'm
fuck
saying?
with Mandi?
I think she's cool. Like
In what
she's-
capacity?
when she was when it was like all three of them, I thought like all right, like she's definitely like, you know,
I don't.
The talented one?
probably like one of the better ones up there. But like,
I don't fuck with Mandi, but I respect the shit out of Mandi. But I fuck with Wheezy. Like out of those two,
Yeah.
from Horrible Decision.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy Wheezy.
Correct.
it's the same,
She's more likable.
Yeah.
but it's the same shit. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like you're either gonna like Big Boy or Andre 3000 or like one of the
But
other,
you-
or have like,
But you still got my view.
oh yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
right,
it's still
right,
the
right.
group you like the shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
But
But yeah. So yeah, this whole thing, the M4 thing, not taking accountability. I don't know, man. The shit is weird. I don't know if this is gonna continue because like Camron brought that shit up. Like I have more names to drop to. I don't know, man.
oh, he said that?
No, he didn't. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
If a
But
nigga
he-
says,
but he probably
I didn't
does.
even bring this up,
Right.
makes
Yeah.
me kind of feel like I have 7 more names that I haven't even mentioned.
And then
I'm gonna just start real light right now
Right.
and
because
then,
I know Ice-T didn't marry Coco yet, and this will blow over quickly.
and then it
Right.
seemed like one of those things like, man, he heard that from his homies like a while back ago.
Right,
You get what I
yeah.
mean? Like, really, Melyssa? Like, that's
Now-
what kind of felt sad about it. Like, I don't know. I just hope she's not like really beating herself up.
I mean, she had.
Which
She
she
said.
probably is.
She said she had some like
Bless you.
really, really crazy messages come her way. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, and
From
that's
like random
They were
people.
trying to,
Yeah.
I saw people on Reddit being like, "Here she goes taking the victim route again."
Right.
Because she
On
was
that.
like, people were saying they were gonna grate me and I should
Stuff like
die,
that, yeah.
you know, all stuff and all
That's-
this other stuff. But I was like, that's par for the course.
That's
It
what's
is.
so powerful
It
about
is.
being a woman, though, is that like
get
you
to
could
play
just
that.
go in, fuck shit up, and then
And-
once you get cut breaking
Yep.
glass, it's like, oh, I'm cut breaking glass.
Yeah.
But that's across the board though. You can't even. That's all women. Like that.
You get to
They-
always pull the victim card.
I don't even talk about. They just don't do well with accountability. Like it's like I just wish
Oh,
you
no.
would. I just wish you would just say I'm sorry. Like genuinely. No,
Yeah.
acknowledge you wrong.
Because she
and just
said,
move
I'm
on. That's
sorry,
it.
but
It's no-
it definitely wasn't genuine.
And in a certain capacity, it's like,
It's like all I was
It's
trying to say
usually the
was
man's
no,
fault.
nigga. Just say you didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Go ahead though.
I was about to say, what she do, nigga?
Well,
I'm fucking with
it's
you.
just you know what I'm saying. That does irk my nerves. That's one of my pet peeves.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Like as a real like man, as a man, like that's probably my one pet peeve. Like yo, just say you fucked up. Like,
and that's that.
And actually mean it,
and just mean it. Just say you fucked up. Like, what's,
we're never gonna get that.
I was about to say,
I
you're
accepted that a while ago.
Nigga, you gonna die angry.
I accepted that maybe like 2 years ago. I accepted it.
Nigga, that shit is so frustrating.
It's one of those things where it's just like, it's just life. That's why you have to love the one you love. But
yes,
they got to get.
And the one that you love is giving you the enough accountability that is acceptable to you.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Or she's not fucking up enough to where she
even has to,
you know what
accept,
I mean?
assume it. Yeah.
And the pros just outweigh the cons anyway.
Right.
She's following
like,
procedures.
Yeah, but there's still there's always that one level they're gonna hold to themselves.
For sure.
Like
for sure.
You'll you'll never see. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And does nobody blame Joe? Well, everybody was blaming Joe. Well, Joe is kind of the start of all this, right?
Well, they were trying to blame him for putting it out because he asked M4, are you okay with leaving this in the episode? Mm-hmm. And to his point too, like people were trying to kill Joe for releasing it, but at the same time, he did check it on air. Correct. So it's like even lawsuit wise, they all checked it on air.
Yeah, they all checked
that
it.
already kills your
and
lawsuit
did she bring
at the
it
end
up?
of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because even after they checked her, now he would have had a case if after they checked her, she was like, no, they were underage girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Going. Yeah.
Like if she, then there actually would have been a case.
Correct.
But like they literally checked her, so it's like at that point, what the fuck is he supposed to do?
And she backed off.
And how did she bring it up? Did she bring it up like
it was
kind of like
it was unwarranted
out
per
the blue,
usual?
bro. It was out the blue.
But unwarranted, like somebody can be watching us, and like we're reacting to something, and like one of us say like some shit about it. You know what I mean? Like
it's one of them situations. It's one of them situations where we all on this page over here, and then all of a sudden she just completely escalates shit.
Yeah, I don't think we can logically.
Like where the fuck
I don't
did
think
that
we
come
can
from?
logically understand.
It wasn't even like a little slip joke. Like
I don't think.
She didn't deliver it like it could have been. Like I could have seen it going that way, but she just didn't. That wasn't her intentions.
And it was just so wicked.
She was genuinely concerned.
Yeah.
Who has to? Like if you had to bet money. Like, who would apologize first? Like, who would you choose?
Between who?
The
Just
two kings,
Melyssa and
the two black kings.
Oh,
What are you talking
Between
about?
Joe Budden and Camron?
Yeah.
Camron is not apologizing.
See, apparently they have beef already. I meant to ask Danny that. I meant to ask Danny what their beef stems from because I feel like that's something he would know. But apparently they already kind of have. And at the beginning of Camron's live, he addressed moments when he kind of came at Joe Budden. And he was like, when Joe Budden was talking to Nori, and he was like, it felt like y'all was talking about me when y'all were joking about niggas are doing bad.
Sports,
They're trying to start
podcast.
sports shows.
Yep,
so he apologized if he was like, in the beginning of that live stream where he was like, I thought y'all niggas were talking shit about me. So I apologize if you weren't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Things of that nature. So, but I don't know. It feels like they might have issues from rap days. Like before the podcast and shit even started, like they might have always respected each other, but they don't even like each other. Like, but at the same time, Joe said y'all niggas is goofy. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like Joe said you niggas is goofy. So it's like even if they had beef and they squash it, fuck it. Joe thinks you're goofy. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
At first, Joe was really thankful. You know what I'm saying? Because at first Joe was on that shit like, thank you for not going hard, and then Cam did the live, and Joe's now like, y'all niggas goofy.
Yeah, so it's up now. Either way, no matter what they had before,
y'all came at her for sure.
It's up now.
Yeah, it's up now.
It's so tricky.
Yeah,
I think they're both right in the wrong ways.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, literally. I think everybody did what they were supposed to do, kind of. Yeah, everybody was right.
Yeah.
It's just where do y'all go from now? It's like y'all are all playing dirty with each other. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it's kind of hard to even call a winner. Who plays dirty better?
It feels like everybody has their finger on the nuke button, and it's like who gonna press it
that
first.
Does feel like it does feel like that a little bit.
But at least two of these niggas are bluffing.
There's only two niggas there.
Who are the two bluffing?
Melyssa Ford doesn't have a nuke.
Oh no, she doesn't have a nuke. We're talking about Camron and Joe.
Yeah.
Those two. Have
I don't. But what nuke does Joe have on Cam? See, that's what I'm saying.
But he's talking from a position like he got.
Only one person has an apparent nuke, and that's got to be Camron.
That's true. He's the only person that kind of it makes the objective person feel like he has a nuke. But at the same time, bro, we can't forget that like Joe and Cam have been in the same industry for like fucking 30 years. Right. So it's like it could be a nuke from year one of us being.
I feel like Joe has the
know.
most nukes, nigga. What are you talking about? I feel like he just got random nukes to let off about just tying shit together.
Joe said,
I think that's good marketing, but I don't know.
Joe said, "Get active, nigga. I'm not with that subliminal shit, nigga." let's get to it, nigga. Like, you know, as he was addressing fucking Camron, the nigga's doing this.
What Camron?
That's how you know he wants to beef.
What Camron?
Starts fucking with the microphone. You know what I'm saying?
What Camron has to do,
like,
what Camron has to do to win this is absolutely nothing. Like a monk. That's the only way to win this.
Really?
That's the only way to win this.
If he does nothing now, then he kind of just loses, though, right?
I was thinking about it, but
Joe goes in again.
not really, because Joe is like he just transmuted this beef. Like, this was between Camron and the alleged, you know.
He did just that was kind of weird. Joe at first said, I was hoping Camron jumped out the window because I've been waiting for that.
Because he was like, I had a blackjack game in my head. He
said I was waiting, like,
I didn't know because
like Cam was worthy of it, but then once Cam responded for real, he was like, nigga, I'm not fucking with you, nigga. Like, you niggas is like, he came from the y'all are peons
because
level. Like, y'all are goofy.
That's the easiest way for Joe. Like, it's easy for him to just be like, I'm a belittle you little niggas. Because he's good at that. He can just say that.
He is good at belittling.
But
niggas.
like, the beef was never like, he's trying to do like some weird mind games. Like, the beef was never with them.
And that's like, I wonder how long. Because if this beef really gets nasty and like shit gets
I don't
real,
even want to call it a beef.
He has to protect his castmate.
It's a little tiffed.
Yeah.
He has to protect his castmate, especially when it seems like she's going against a nigga that she may not have a chance against.
But at a certain point,
for sure.
But that's when you go like, that's when like Camron just goes like, okay, like whatever.
Yeah,
like just forget about
lets it go.
Because obviously, like, this was never about like me and you.
And I think that's why Joe even starting to get at it, because Joe feels like it's a little bit of bullying, even though she fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but when you step in
but I guess, but it feels like, but at the same time, it's like, do you feel bad for him because she also gave a lackluster half-ass apology too.
She did.
So it's like, fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did,
if you're
bro.
on that side,
if I got to be objective about it, bro,
that's
she did.
That's the Camron thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can ride for her all you want to. Everybody knows her apology was disingenuous.
Yeah.
All of us heard the disingenuousness of it. So it's like, so if we hear a disingenuous apology about something that egregious, that means that person that you're defending actually thinks really low of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you call me a rapist or a possible predator, then you give a half-ass apology, in your soul you think I'm a rapist?
You don't even care. Yeah, like,
it's like, it's literally for, I don't care who defends you.
He has the right.
You know what I'm saying?
Some shit, like,
so it's like, it's kind of
objectively speaking.
Objectively, it's like, you know, he doesn't ever have to play nice with somebody who thinks that about him.
That's true.
So,
especially if he's wrong. If it's like,
especially if it's not that. Which is it was just so crazy.
And at what point does Joe go, nigga, this isn't my beef. I don't even think this about you personally, Camron.
That's another thing.
How long can I keep catching these strays? Because it's like, what this has turned into is it went from them two to them two. So now it's like, I'm taking punches for you for some shit you said. You just sitting here not lumped up at all.
Yeah. And it's
that can only last for so long.
Yeah.
But it's like, you make it sound like Joe's complaining about it. Like, Joe's not. He doesn't have the attitude that you're explaining. He has like yes, Camron. Like,
the more
like, come on, killer. Like, literally.
And killer. The more this happens, the more I get to put episodes behind the paywall.
I was gonna say, do you think Joe's falling into the trap of the COE shit?
I don't even think it's a trap.
Not trap, but he's like falling into the.
For sure.
No, the trap is following. The trap is
because the nigga tried to say I'm not playing algorithm games with you. Cut it out, nigga.
Yeah,
are playing that algorithm. Yeah, we all playing algorithm games, nigga. You don't have to play them as much,
right?
But you play them at the highest level,
right?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's a reason why like he just left it in there because he's known Camron for like at least 2 decades,
at least.
And I've never met him, and I know how he was gonna react to that shit. So it's like this was all like a ploy to start some it's Joe. But I think Cam should just like say nothing, leave it at that. Maybe a little, this is every now and then, like, just a little bit, but he shouldn't even speak on it.
I think the more moments you can cause that get an episode behind the paywall, the better for your show. I think that's how Joe thinks.
Okay.
That's in terms of that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The more moments I create, or the more moments that are created, that my anticipation of my response is so high, I get to put it behind the lowest level paywall. That's you're winning every time you get to create those moments, because those moments are never just one step moments. It's it's a cause and effect moment.
It is.
That's
It
always
is.
cause and effect.
is.
You know what I mean? Paywall episodes don't happen until something happens.
That's true.
So something happens, somebody says something, he says something, they respond depending on the level of magnitude that person is. Now, thank you. I've been waiting to put this next episode. I've been waiting to put an episode behind the paywall. I haven't had one in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and run up a couple 100,000 real quick because niggas want my response. You know what I mean? So there is a certain level of that too, which I think is a good model in terms of when you are a podcaster, how to generate and make money, because like podcasters going back and forth, personalities going back and forth, that's just like, you don't have to play that game.
It depends. I was about to say,
You don't
let's
have
slow
to play.
down.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah,
play.
literally in
slow
my head,
down.
I'm thinking like,
No,
it's
no.
like,
I'm not. This is what I'm saying. You don't
can't
have to play
abuse
that
it.
game. But if we're talking like he's the biggest in urban and this is the game that he's playing, it's a proven model as we can see, right?
If-
But not that many people can play that game.
Correct.
Like the only other people that I think can play that game is like Charlemagne, possibly.
But you can't even play it often. You can,
Nobody can play it as much. Joe is like, he's literally revolutionized that game.
yeah, and I think he just figured out that part of the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
So he's
wouldn't
still figuring that out. I think.
revolution. What?
Like-
what game?
Like bait
beefing
switch,
with niggas for
bait
content.
switch paywall. Bait switch paywall.
I mean, yeah.
Because niggas do bait switch, or cause effect all the time, but dropping it behind the paywall adds the next
Yeah,
element.
but it's also like back and forth for a
He's
second.
just creating-
Built the anticipation first, and
Yeah.
then bang.
This is just like rap DVDs. Like this is on some rap DVD shit. Like
Yeah,
just
pretty
in
much.
podcasting.
It's a
You know what I
face-off.
mean?
It's a face-off.
It's none. It's no different. Yeah, bro. Like
God, I hate it when Smack did those face-offs. I hate face-offs sucked. I hate that shit. The one of the most entertaining face-offs there was Cassidy face-offs were funny because he was so delusional.
Cassidy,
Like,
funny as shit.
Like he's just funny. Like
Yeah.
Cassidy got us blocked too. Unblock this nigga.
What that nigga Gillie say about Cassidy? Oh my god, that nigga was so funny. You remember that shit?
I'm trying to.
When him and Cassidy was beefing? It's so many videos, but Gillie's
He
legendary.
probably said so many things.
Gillie's legendary.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Of course,
it.
the regular shit like nigga, you're a square. You went to a private school.
Shit like that,
You get
yeah.
what I mean?
Fuck,
But
I
that's
know
it for-
exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I know
But,
exactly.
This isn't on the list because I forgot to put it on there, but because you brought up Gillie and Wallo or $1 million worth of game, they just did like a boxing event. Did y'all see
Yeah, I
that?
saw that. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Though.
I didn't watch that enough. Can you look it up just to
Yeah,
see if we
for
can see
sure.
the flyers and stuff like that? It looked, based off the clips that I saw, they looked extremely successful.
Yeah, I heard it was the most beautifully executed ghetto event ever.
Yeah, and it's like that's what I wanted to just bring it up just so we can kind of look at some of the clips because, like, they got
That shit-
they deserve their flowers for that because
That shit looked like official. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
it
it looked
wasn't.
official because it wasn't just they didn't just have like one fight on the cars. The niggas had like multiple fights on the car. Like they have officially entered into promoter.
Can you look
Yeah,
up
nah,
the fights?
this
Like,
is real
that's-
big business.
that's serious.
Shout out to
Yeah.
what's that nigga's name? Malik Cobain.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Malik Cobain. He's a comedian. He this dark skinned nigga. I think he's from Philly. He was one of the fighters on the card in like his post game.
Was he one of the niggas that got knocked out?
I don't know. I didn't see the
Okay,
fight, but
it
he
was called
definitely
Knockout
lost.
Party.
Yeah, they did a PPV for it.
Zoom in. What does that say?
Pay-per-view event.
And yeah,
$1 million worth of game presents Gillie and Wallo Knockout Party featuring 20 plus amateur fighters with no headgear. Watching Philly locals take their feud to the ring. Main events include 4-5. What the fuck?
25 Cent because he's short.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he looks
it's
like
like a
50
midget
Cent.
fight.
They had a bunch of midget
No.
fights in there. It looked like.
Yeah, they.
I did see that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did see that.
But this is
There he is.
incredible.
This is incredible, bro.
Because you gotta
20 plus
understand.
fighters, which is 10 plus matches, maybe.
And regardless of like let's not be superficial and be like, all right, was it packed out? They did the event. They broke even. You know
No,
what I
this
mean?
shit looks
Look at that
Look
crowd.
at that shit. That
That's
shit is
solid
lit.
right there. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, don't play the. Does $1 million?
I'm not playing the audio.
Does $1 million worth of game give us issues?
I don't even know really. I got the video up right now though.
Yeah.
Who is
Shout
this
out-
woman
shout
that
out to-
keeps showing?
She's from Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit looks lit.
Yeah,
But
it does.
overall, the shit was like an actually ran event. And Gillie was up there doing his little Gillie shit.
That dude.
Yeah, just look at the damn, and then just even the
production.
Ooh.
the production, the venues,
Like this could be something.
it looks like that.
They,
looks
they
like,
killed this shit. I
that
ain't
looks,
gonna hold you.
that looks like a couple thousand tickets sold easily.
More than a couple.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe 5,000. Sexy
Shit,
Red.
that's more than 5 million.
And making sure that you stress no headgear. Like, no, we're about to watch some boxing for real. Like,
and then
they did it in Philly too.
And then they're just like
that's hard.
Merging all of their
limits in Delaware.
Then they're just merging all their worlds together. Like they have their rappers that they interview. You know,
yeah, because it looked like they had performances and everything. Yep.
You know, the comedians.
I might buy this pay-per-view, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
How much is it?
$20.
That's not bad.
That's a perfect price.
Because they sold it looked like 5,000 tickets minimum.
That's a perfect
and then
price,
we don't.
bro.
Who knows how much they sold on the pay-per-view side? You know what I'm saying? Like
$20 is a good price.
That's a good price.
Great price.
That's a price
for 10 matches.
That's a price somebody would pay on their payday.
You know
like I could afford it right now, but I'm gonna pay for it once I get paid.
Yeah, right,
you know what I mean?
right, yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
shout out to Gillie and Wallo for real, because this is
Shout out to them.
This is. You know, Gillie and Wallo podcast, I don't always have like the best thing to say, just because in terms of, we're just talking about podcasting.
Oh, did you say Gary?
I don't think it's one of the best. I don't think it's that great of a podcast in terms of like audibly, you know what I'm saying? Podcast listening experience. It's not up there.
Yeah.
But in terms of like this, as the business, they already had the business down pat.
Yeah,
Obviously,
they
these
did.
niggas are getting fucking money. Like, I'm not downgrading any of that. I'm just strictly, I only have criticism about the actual podcast. The quality of the show.
I enjoyed their podcast more back in the day when it was just them talking about themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
They had that one dude on there.
When it was
less based.
Devin.
Yeah,
Dev.
Dev.
Less when it was guest based.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for sure. I agree. The podcast listening experience was better then.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like I don't. It ain't it for me.
It's not a podcast. It's more so an ad.
That's it. A 2-hour ad, or maybe a 1-hour ad. But
it's a
them
around,
breaking into this, doing it, I'm sure 100% independently.
Yeah.
With outside of sponsorship dollars, but you know them owning it. This shit is phenomenal, bro.
It is, bro.
And that's opening up a whole new lane. That's like, nigga, they can just do that. Like that's a boxing promotion. Niggas is getting money in boxing for real. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
because a lot of people.
That's opportunities for real. Like Stop trying to put me onto the next best rapper in Philly. Stop trying to put me onto the next best rapper. Put me onto the next best fighter. Because I don't care. Niggas don't care about a fighter. If I see this nigga knock somebody out, I'm going to follow him. You know what I'm saying? Or if I see him really.
Next one
or if I really start seeing. It's easier for me to follow a fighter that's really like dogging shit out in the ring than like a new rapper that you're trying to force on me that I don't fuck with. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lesser investment to make.
It's a lower
you
investment
just
to
thinking
make.
about liking videos and watching highlights.
Right.
You're going to have to listen to this nigga album.
Yeah, like I gotta really invest to support an artist. I have to actually like this nigga. Like streaming his music is a lot, but it's definitely not enough.
Yeah,
you know
I don't
what I'm
want
saying?
no more new music.
I'm
But
good.
nah,
Like
these
fuck
niggas,
that.
they definitely like, they might be the most, how do I say this, like best business savvy podcasts out there, like in the hip hop realm. But, you know, like as you said, as far as like audio experience, you know, they're not like, they're probably one of the worst.
Yeah,
but as far as business savviness, like nigga, they shitting on Joe Budden for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. These niggas doing boxing promotions for what?
See, I don't know who's getting more money.
But it's like, for what though? Like, why are they doing this?
Because that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Joe does what he wants to do.
Yeah,
though.
they all do what they
I
want to do.
never felt like Joe didn't do what he wants to do.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Not like this though.
I get what you're saying.
It's not like this.
It's just
okay.
It seems like they have greater ambition.
You gotta understand. You gotta
that's all it
understand.
is.
They're tapped in to more markets than Joe is. The fact that they're fucking I just got brain fart. They're interviewing like boxers and shit.
Yeah.
Which is like its own little market because
Sports.
they're obviously
Sports
abusing.
in general,
They got
yeah.
sports, music,
But they're also
music, and they're also,
entertainment.
how do I say this, blue collar to they're blue
common
collar
man.
enough to cultivate the relationships, to use it. Like, how the fuck they just get a boxing venue? Probably because they interview some boxers. You know what I mean? Like little shit like that.
They're more relatable.
They're more, you know, I guess.
But they're also probably cutting it a lot of different ways because they're involving a lot of different
people
who are like big names that they have to pay to bring on, and big.
That's what it takes to get things accomplished. Sometimes
that is
true.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah, in terms of business, I doubt they put a lot of their own money up because they have so much backing.
That's true.
Bro, they have so much. They have so much sponsorship backing.
They do.
I doubt they put a lot of their money. They might have put up more of their money just because this is the first one. But because this one was such a success,
it's gonna boom from there.
Just to show the investors that they can.
Yeah.
Exactly,
the nigga called the leader of the nigga who hosts shows, like who could just get niggas on stages.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, my friend want to be on stage. What rapper was that? I think it was Rod Wave.
Yeah.
The nigga was like, what did he say? Or did he call Drake?
Shit, those are two big ass phone calls.
Wallo has made like a couple different favor calls on live, and it was just like some of the most important people ever. So they definitely
really be tapped in on the corporate side. That nigga Gillie, when he was going back and forth with Wiz Khalifa, lost his IG page. That nigga Wallo said, I called Facebook. I called Instagram. I said, hey, there was a misunderstanding. What can we do to get Gillie's page back? Shit was back in like less than 12 hours.
Yeah, he got
that nigga be tapped in
a
for
black
real.
woman's
he studied
vigor,
the law.
nigga.
Yeah.
He could get shit overturned.
But yeah, I really do like I meant to put it. I forgot to put it down there. But this shit is phenomenal. Like overall, like in terms of just like a podcast branching out, showing another lane of getting money, and this is what you're supposed to do.
Branching out again. This is the second time they've done this. They've already been doing like hosting like regular.
They had Gillie Fest
again.
They had Gillie Fest.
Yeah.
So they already have a festival. They have two great ventures.
This is again.
This is again. This is a fact. That's again. They're doing it, man. Yeah, Barstool probably foot half the bill for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Why would it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out to Dave.
And the way Dave Portnoy speaks about them,
Yeah.
it seems like they have free reign. You get what I'm saying?
And Dave,
they've been battle tested. Like if they come up with an idea to Dave, he's not immediately shutting that shit down.
He's probably saying yes.
He's probably
yes
like, how much you need?
Especially if it's raining
Make
and
it
if
profitable.
Wallo's saying it, nigga, that nigga's convinced.
Yeah, nah. Wallo called that nigga at 3 a.m. with a business picture.
this is great because they're streaming it on Barstool TV. I'm pretty sure,
and
so that's where it all goes.
And then
that's what makes it so powerful for them that they.
That's
this will be their first outside of them interviewing sports athletes. Them tapping more into. They have been tapping a lot more into their sports side because damn, that was crazy. Because Gillie will live stream. Gillie live streams himself watching Eagles games every week.
I didn't know that.
If he's not there, if he's not at the field,
he does
literally
like a live
there,
stream like Stephen A.
He's literally like on the couch, you know, like in his room.
Yeah.
And it's called Gillie's. It's a whole nother show. It's called Gillie something. Like he's literally just watching the game.
Oh, that's
they're
hard.
gonna eventually. They're gonna be hosting like game shows and shit. Like that's what they're trying to do.
They are doing big shit.
You get what I mean? Like Wallo trying to host a game show. Eventually, you can see it. You can see it in his eyes.
They got the kind of story that's like. It's beautiful to tell on morning television.
Yeah.
Daytime shit.
This shit slaps on morning TV.
Hey, this shit. What?
They can go on The View.
I was gonna say I wouldn't want to see these niggas on The View.
Is The View still on?
I don't know.
Yeah,
probably.
Nigga,
I can't even keep up with them
The View's
shows.
probably carrying whatever network they come out on.
I can't even keep up with these fucking
ABC, I take that
Yeah,
back.
27
it's still
It's
seasons.
carrying
going on,
itself.
yeah.
But they're doing good.
Yeah. The View's doing good. Shout out to Whoopi Goldberg.
Hell yeah, that legendary black
But
queen.
yeah, man, for real though. Shout out to Gillie and Wallo because I've always thought about having a festival for sure. I've thought about that for myself.
The
like,
Menace Fest.
Yeah,
You
Menace
gotta have
Material
that
Festival.
attitude to attend.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man, that shit's something serious.
Cole already got Dreamville. Cole, you can move. Well, our market is too good. He
He ain't gonna move
to
that. He
Fayetteville.
ain't gonna move that.
Yeah, he ain't
Riley's
gonna
still
move.
solid.
He better not move.
If Cole moved Dreamville to Fayetteville, he could save. Fayetteville is fucked up. Niggas don't want to be
Bro,
in Fayetteville.
I don't-
like.
Now, Fayetteville sucks.
Yeah, it's like Fayetteville sucks. Like,
Do they even have the parking space in Fayetteville?
if they do,
And open fields don't count. I mean, like actual parking space.
If they do, it's full of potholes.
That's what I'm
You know
saying, nigga.
Like,
They
it's-
gotta pay Walmart.
Y'all shitting on Fayetteville. Y'all niggas shitting on
Nigga, Fayettille is
Nigga,
fucked, nigga.
I've got a few homies I fuck with in
Nigga,
Fayettille.
I have
I'm
mobile.
sorry for you.
I have like trailer park aspirations in terms of like owning trailer parks because there's just great money in that.
Yeah.
Fayettille has always been my number one target market. I
God
plan on putting them there.
Nigga said, what's the meth capital of North Carolina?
Like literally, like I've always thought if I own a trailer park, I'll try to get some, but Fayetteville, prime location.
Nigga, throw them.
Niggas,
Like, I've always thought that shit, nigga. Like,
Yeah, Fayetteville, Goldsboro, just places like that.
shit like that.
Those areas.
Yeah, get me a little 100, 200
Yeah.
Got
unit.
something with Goldsboro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Goldsboro for sure. I've always been scared to fuck with bitches in Goldsboro
Because they line you up, nigga.
bruh, there's never been a city I've heard more consistently the women will get you lined up than Goldsboro.
In Goldsboro?
It Goldsboro, bro.
I've
used to
heard
hear
like
that
just
all the time.
overall, like Rocky Mount. Nah.
You got to be careful.
And I'm
with them,
from
too.
Rocky Mount. I don't even like.
You gotta be careful.
You got to be careful with them.
Careful,
Yeah.
Rocky Mount.
Yeah, Ronald Rapids.
I fuck with a
Yeah,
Wilson.
Roanoke
chick.
Rapids is like that too.
I fuck with a
that?
Wilson chick
Gotta be
before.
careful.
Nope.
Yeah.
You said you fucked with a girl from Wilson before?
From Wilson before, which is also risky.
Yeah, Wilson.
Which is risky.
Wilson.
Did she give you anything?
No.
Yeah.
Patreon $5.
Yeah, Patreon $5.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Patreon $5 if you want to hear what the fuck that. If you want to hear what that.
That innuendo.
You want some context on that?
But nah, man, that shit is.
But yeah, shout out to Gillie and Wallo. Also, let's move over to somebody else that's been doing some good business or did some good business recently, and that is DJ Academics, The Academy. So more episodes. We have to pull the YouTube up for this. More episodes of the comment section has passed, but the podcast is done. It's done already. Academics signed a great podcast to the Academy, and this is his first great signee. He signed Troy Ave, the Facto podcast.
I was watching that, so that's official. Like,
That's official.
oh wow.
And he
Wait, so
wasn't
he's-
doing that before. This is new.
Wait, did
He
he
was
sign
already-
him on the show?
No. The Facto podcast was already a thing. Troy Ave already had that. That's been, and the Facto podcast, I think Troy Ave's had that podcast since the pandemic at least. He's on year 2 or 3 on that podcast alone.
Shit.
But now it's under the Academy.
I was watching it. I felt like it was cool. Like, you know.
And that's the thing. It's like, the reason that's a good move is, okay, this first episode was kind of a mess. I've seen episodes of the Facto podcast where I'm like, this is kind of straight. If I was a Troy Ave fan, I would fuck with this shit. And Troy Ave is kind of the perfect person. He's the perfect person for a podcast. His
He's
podcast,
really a cool nigga.
he's really a cool nigga. His podcast always did numbers. I think when I looked at his podcast before, I feel like that we looked at it at the beginning of this podcast as well. Even when we went to his YouTube channel, it was like all the episodes had 20 to 50,000. You know what I'm saying? Legitimate reach, and he was dropping weekly. And that's the thing about Troy Ave is he's 100% independent. He
Everything
sells
about
merch
him is
consistently.
like authentic. Like all his numbers are
Essentially.
like.
Everything is real. I've never looked at Troy Ave's numbers and been like, this nigga's buying views or bots.
I don't think anybody wants to help him enough for him to cheat.
That's
literally.
I think that's why it's like, this is the perfect person, because that whole comment section shit.
No industry ties.
No industry ties. You got somebody who could, and that was something Academics did say. He was like, okay, I will say one thing. Academics, in terms of like rolling out podcasts of him, he's just like, he got to stop going to the first appearance drunk. That shit is getting old. Like, he was like, him showing up, like rolling out, introducing us to people and being drunk on the first appearance. It's like, I like Academics and I like you sober and drunk, but it's like, when something important like this is happening, this is a big moment. You're assigning a podcast that I think is going to do really well, because he was doing well by himself. It's like, why are you fucking hammering? You know what I'm saying? You on the couch like.
Nigga said he MC hammered on the couch.
Yeah, like you on the couch, and he's literally legit like this on the couch. Like, just wanted to say like, like.
I think it's safe to say he's an alcoholic.
And you're not a good actor because your eyes not.
Yeah, I'm not even fucking. Yeah, so it's like. And then, and every time I see him drunk interacting with other people that's just not his computer screen.
Yeah.
He always comes off so socially awkward, and I'm like, is it because he's drunk, or is he really just like socially awkward even when he's sober? Like,
Or it's both.
Or it's both, and it's just amplified, because I'm like,
Or it's like, why are you thinking this hard?
right?
Like,
It's like,
at this
bro,
point, nigga, it's like, what are we doing?
yeah, nigga, you and Troy fuck with each other. It's obvious. Like, why can't y'all just kick it and have a cool rollout? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you being drunk is kind of fucking my vibe up of enjoying this rollout right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like when your dad show up drunk to your games. It's
yeah,
like, nigga,
it's like, I appreciate you're
come
here,
on, Dad.
but goddamn, nigga, you know what I'm
should
saying?
have stayed home.
But outside of that, though, I think it was a great move. Because then I was also thinking about it. Yeah, we've been shitting on academics for a while, like the last couple months, and it's not shitting on them. It's just he's been doing a lot of goofy shit that has to be.
Shit's just been happening.
He could even sympathize with that. It's like, nigga,
he
like,
has to
fuck,
understand that too. But I was like, when I saw this, I literally thought about this shit all day. I said, this is gonna do well. Like that's all I kept thinking because I'm like, people that don't like Troy Ave. That's great. And that's great. And Troy Ave doesn't jump off the bridge without facts. It's the Facto Podcast.
Right.
So normally when he's jumping off the bridge, it's shit that's like, he'll say some disrespectful shit, but he has like 4 receipts.
Yeah.
So that weighs a lot when you have a machine behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and a lot of Troy Ave's, like, you know, maybe hatred is probably stems from other niggas' like opinion about Troy Ave.
That's a whole fact.
And it's like it's that in mind, but when you watch him, it's like, you know, the nigga just chilling. He's really a regular nigga.
Bro, he's really minding his business getting money, bro.
And
like, if we're being real.
When you watch it, it's kind of like, damn, how is this nigga in text tone beefing? Like,
because niggas hate him because he
who the fuck is the fake one?
Exited the streets, right? That's why they hate him.
Yeah, because I think that's the biggest thing with niggas like the Tax Stone side. So I self-admittedly didn't like Troy Ave because I was a Tax Stone fan.
Simply just off loyalty.
Simply off this fact that I fucked with Troy. I fucked with Tax Stone.
Who's that guy? Fuck him.
Yeah, literally. Like,
you don't like him, I don't like him.
Yeah, like, for sure. But like as time went on, but I do remember like the street niggas, which is what Tax Stone was. Troy,
he's earned that right.
He's earned that for sure.
He's serving it right now.
Their biggest thing, and even Casanova didn't really fuck with Troy Ave. Their biggest thing was Troy Ave claims that like he graduated from the street and he was like the snowman and all this other shit, but they're like, none of us remember him on the block. And we were all on the block.
And they love, like, street niggas love that the eye test. Like, who saw you doing
We didn't see you. Where did we like?
Where did it happen?
That was their biggest thing. I felt like all the time. So it was like that was what their hatred of him was like resting on.
Yeah.
So it was like
Just flossy ass nigga with no receipts.
Pretty much. Yeah. So.
And where is he? Is that Troy Ave right there?
That's Troy Ave on the far right.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that
that's a different guy?
Is that Vlad's face?
That's a Vlad stencil or a little. Like it's like a church fan.
Yeah.
Like pop out kind of thing.
And who are the women?
The one on the far left is his co-host. I can't remember what her name is, but she is his co-host.
The one in
the chocolate one? Which one?
The chocolate one.
The chocolate one. Yeah.
Okay.
Though the light skinned one, she's just like a homegirl that was there that day.
She doesn't look like she's excited to be here.
I think it's just the still. She was pretty hype on that fucking couch, telling a story. But they were all drunk. You know, her story. Her story took 30 minutes to say.
Reposado on the table.
Women don't ever tell good
And that's
stories.
the thing, man. Like,
sorry, the class as well. Yeah.
And Troy Ave, like, is
he a good podcast? Like,
he's a good podcaster. He's good, bro.
Host. Because I watched like part of the episode.
Yes, I don't think this is a good example episode.
Yeah,
I've seen Troy Ave episodes before the signing, and I thought it was good. As you know what I'm saying? Like, he's holding the topics, he's bouncing.
Were the women there?
Sometimes, but not all the time. I think this might. I never watched consistently, so I don't know when she came into the fold.
How long is y'all grace period with podcasts? Because like what you just said, this isn't the best example. I recently tried to get into Shane Gillis podcast, and I love Shane Gillis, but maybe I just picked the wrong episode. It's like
it's not hitting for you.
Do you have a grace period when it comes to that shit, or are you just like, if you don't get me on the first try, then it's kind of over?
I got a grace period. I don't know, the way I'm learning, the way I watch podcasts now, or the way I'm watching new podcasts now, it's the transition. It's shorts, clips, full episodes. So I'm not jumping in.
It's the hierarchy.
Yeah, the only time I'm watching full things is if it's like I'm there for its birth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like episode 1. Like, hey, we just started a podcast, then I'm there from the inception. But if it's some shit that's already been running, shorts, reels, shorts, clips, full episodes.
Yeah.
And then some people, I might go up to the full episode and go right back down to the clips. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I love the clips and I love the shorts. I'm not invested in the full podcast.
Right.
But I'm still a consumer of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still watch Jeff Teague, Jeff Teague's podcast. I've worked my way up to that, but I still don't watch full episodes. But I watch a lot of clips now. I probably watched full episodes based off clips, but
probably watch more full episodes watching clips.
That's a whole fact. Yeah, dead ass. So, but yeah, and Troy Ave, another thing too is that this isn't a new podcast. I'm almost positive Troy Ave started this during the pandemic. This is year 3, at least. I'm thinking at least 2 minimum.
So why, like, is it just being? Why is the ribbon just being cut now?
Because he just signed to academics.
Because he just signed to the academy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, he's been in the game doing
is
his
the
thing for a
academy
little
signing.
bit, but you know, he got an overseas contract now. He's trying to go pro.
He was independent. Now he's got backing.
And
I think Troy Ave and academics are going to be a good.
They could do some magic together.
I think they're a good duo for sure.
And I think you are right. I looked it up on the screen here, and 2020, May 16th to 2020, I think is episode 1.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yep.
believe.
2020,
Yeah, he started right in the pandemic. When that was when shit shut down. That was literally when the world shut down in March.
So this nigga said, "Let me prepare."
Yeah. And it's like, Troy, if you don't like Troy, which a lot of people don't like Troy Ave, he knows how to speak to just piss niggas off. Like, during this, the nigga was like, somebody was telling the story, and he was like, go ahead and tell your story. I'm gonna eat off this Versace plate with these these $200 napkins type shit. Like, he said shit like
These
that
Gucci
that has you hate
But
that
see,
nigga. Yeah,
and
like,
you see, that's just the level of like life niggas. Most people want to aspire to
Yeah,
be when you could
exactly.
just say like actual things that are
Yeah.
happening to you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm grabbing this $200 napkin that I'm about to wipe my nasty fucking mouth
throw the
on.
fuck away.
Man, whatever. It's
where's that slave bitch I had?
yeah, whatever.
Pick that up, please.
Like, where's my
Yeah,
champagne
bro.
on the rocks, which is in the back, which I didn't see when I first watched it.
Yeah, nigga.
I didn't see that champagne.
Nigga was
but
talking about $100 fruits. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I mean?
he
Like,
was like, even when he's casually talking, he throws the price tag out of something.
And
You
that's
know
what he
I'm saying?
said. Like, I'm eating on $100 fruits. Like, what the fuck is $100 fruits?
yeah, like
Yeah,
you
I'm
know,
eating on these Versace
How vague
plates.
is that?
you know when you listen to somebody smart, you might hear a word you gotta Google the definition of. Like,
Yeah,
listen to
yeah,
this
yeah.
nigga.
Like, he's that type of nigga.
You gotta look up a country club just to see what the fuck he's talking about.
Every now and then he'll drop a word like elucidate. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, how the fuck you
And
know
let me
what
see.
that word
Let me look at Troy Ave.
Which is a good word. You should write it down.
My watch illuminates.
Let me look at Troy Ave Spotify. Because the nigga's been independent for a long time. He does well for himself. He beat the case.
Let's not play a numbers game with this nigga.
mean,
We know
nah.
it's not going to be crazy. It's Troy at.
Because I hate numbers. Fuck numbers.
You want to guess
What numbers you looking at?
Monthly monthly listeners.
over or under 600,000?
Oh, under. I'm thinking.
Ooh, if we
Are you
prize
talking on
picking,
Spotify?
Yeah.
Wait, you said
thinking-
600,000
I'm
a
thinking
month?
I'm thinking 115.
Under.
Oh, monthly listeners.
I'm
and
going
plays.
under.
I'm thinking 60 to 115, even though that's a big range. I'm thinking 60.
60 to
60
1.
might, 60 might be too low.
Nah,
That's too low.
Nah, I'm
If
giving
I
Troy-
feel like
I think I'm
300,000 is respectable.
Yeah, and that's generous. I feel like if he was getting to 600, we probably would have talked about this podcast sooner.
I think it's more than that. It's got to be. Yeah, it's more than that. 540.
Oh, 545,000.
Yeah. I
A
figured
month?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Yeah.
This
yeah.
nigga's doing great. Sorry, Troy.
Yeah,
doing
apologies, nigga. We can't live as lavish as you.
Well, Grant,
This nigga's living
500. He's not making no money off of that, but that's a
No, yes,
healthy
he is.
number.
That's
I mean, I
Spotify.
would
He's
hope he's
definitely
making
making money
some
off
money
that.
off
That's Spotify.
Yeah, he's making money.
Spotify don't pay shit.
Every 1 million streams is $4,000.
Nigga,
He's probably doing a couple
Oh, so
million.
he's right. They don't pay shit.
yeah, they don't pay shit.
Nigga, he's probably getting a couple million a month. He could be.
Oh, you mean streams?
Wait, I
Sorry.
thought we
Yeah.
just said 600,000 a month.
No.
That's monthly
Monthly
listeners.
listeners.
Oh, okay. You just
1 million. So that's the amount of people. 1 million streams is $4,000.
Which is really piss poor. Truthfully.
That's
low.
a terrible
And
deal.
He's doing.
And you gotta
he's doing
understand-
millions of streams a month. I'm sure.
Yeah. He's doing
So he's getting
millions. but
thousands of dollars.
Hell
That's
yeah.
not a lot of money.
You
That's
got,
my
but,
point.
and you got to
He could be
understand.
Nigga, are
Let's
we
be
saying?
honest.
Are we gonna act? Okay, let's just say he's getting $35,000 a month in music alone. We're gonna act like that's not a lot. It's a
But
lot
this
of
is
money.
a nigga that uses Versace.
Well,
hand
I don't know if he's
sanitizer
getting.
like this.
Whoa,
I don't think he's
whoa.
getting
A
that
month?
much.
It's a lot.
Spotify. We're talking about Spotify. Let's not change the fucking goalposts. We're talking about
We're not.
Spotify. There's no. In order to get $35,000 a month off of Spotify,
Divided by 4.
nigga, you gotta be. You gotta have like
Yeah,
the
you gotta
weekend
have a lot.
numbers.
Yeah,
you gotta
have
be.
a lot.
He's not. And
These
it's
are
like,
these are yeah.
He don't get me wrong, he's making like something, but like he lives in New York, he got $200 napkins.
Yeah. Rent is a mortgage.
And I'm not gonna lie, like this is honestly, I'm telling
He
the truth.
puts some music out a lot.
I
Too.
just saw like an actual recent study about Spotify. Like nigga, that it's a bunch of artists coming out saying they don't get paid shit.
That's because they're signed to labels. This nigga's 100% independent.
I don't know, dog. I don't want to feel. I don't want to like say what Tax Stone said to be like, I don't see it. Like, just be like, you know, I don't see the shit. Like, but I don't know. But
you don't want him to be broke, but you just don't think it's dead.
I'll tell you just based off experience in the music industry and how that shit works.
If you're independent, for
when
sure.
You're 100% independent, and you have almost 600,000 monthly listeners. You're getting money.
You get money.
You're getting money, nigga. As soon as you're signed to somebody, so like 1 million streams is $4,000. Normally, when niggas sign to somebody, all of a sudden their 1 million streams is like $250.
Yeah,
like that. But he's getting all his shit. Like, that's the biggest difference.
The metrics are different.
It's completely different.
He was getting all of his shit.
No,
we're just looking at music. We're not looking at podcasts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're talking just the nigga. Then he's already did the podcast that was successful by itself. Now he just signed to academics.
But let's not even count the podcast. Well, we can get.
I mean, he's getting
it's successful, but I know what you're saying. But overall,
the nigga's getting money.
Yeah, he is, but I don't know how often he is because I mean, 100 million right here is essentially $400,000. But like, I don't know how long that took before that song got to 100 million.
And it's so many different like, how are they paying off?
Click on it.
Yeah, that's true. I got it muted, so it ain't gonna play.
She belongs to the game.
This is 2015.
Okay.
She belongs to the game. Wow.
Yeah, that's beautiful right there.
I think the nigga Troy Ave's getting a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie.
I think Troy Ave put a lot of bitches.
These big ones are 2014, 2015, so it might have died down now.
I'm ready to see Troy Ave, like, now that he's like, I'm ready to see if he gets in. I mean, we talked about like Joe Budden taking that model or using that model of like getting into it with niggas.
Puff hit Pac.
I'm ready
for what?
I'm just ready to see his first like podcast back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Or since this signing.
I think Tax Stone got to diss him from the cell.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's so played out, but it's not like it's always gonna do views.
Nigga, we've been talking about Rory and Mal for fucking years.
It would be crazy if like Charlemagne threw like a sub at this nigga Troy Ave. Like,
but Troy Ave is petty as fuck. He's gonna print out the paperwork and literally he might take a whole podcast and read the paperwork from when Charlemagne pleaded to that lesser charge. Like, that nigga Troy Ave is pretty fucking petty. Because I remember when I did in those last like 3 years that the podcast has even like been in existence, I would tune in when he would be going back and forth with niggas and he'd be doing shit like that. Like, he'll take the whole 2 hours just to read your paperwork. And be like, this nigga's a rat, yo. Like, he's a rat. Like, nigga, like, this shit is crazy.
He'll
like,
interview your 4th grade teacher.
Yeah.
How many red cards did he used to get?
So, like, getting into it with Troy Ave, like, you better not have dirt that he can find because he'll take his time. He don't care about quality at that point. It's all about...
He's truly a journalist.
He's truly a journalist, for sure.
His research.
It's all about the facts, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think this is great.
That's a good slogan to be under, too. It's all about the facts,
Facto.
Paperwork,
Facto podcast.
definitions.
Yeah, so...
The Facto podcast. Hey man, shout out to Academy, man. I'm glad AK making the right business moves.
He did it. Yeah, he finally got one that's like, I think it's gonna like, now the Academy is a thing in my mind. Because the comment section podcast, no disrespect, that was not a launch.
You don't think you're being?
It's
the
like
Academy is a thing now.
Now it is.
I think that's too hasty.
Is it though?
It is a little bit because this is one good draft pick. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
so
the Charlotte Hornets had one good draft pick in the last 50 years.
Well, right now it's 2 shows because if we're gonna count, I don't know if Off the Record is under the Academy.
He can make it a thing. He can make it a thing, but he's not LeBron. He's not bringing hope to Cleveland.
Nobody said it's the best thing in the world, but it's a thing now.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a thing. Like,
we'll check back in on this 2 weeks from now. Or that's probably not enough time.
That's not enough time.
We need some more time.
Yeah, we're gonna stay tuned into the Academy because Academics is trying to build a network. So it's like
Q2 of next year, you know, we'll see about it.
Yeah. We'll see what's going on.
I'm not saying like it's gonna be bad, but like I'm surprised like now. I get what you're saying. Like now, it feels like it's starting now.
Yeah, like the comment section will not be in Q2 of next year.
He might have to bag off the bottle a little bit to start his network.
I think he needs
like he needs another one. He needs another show.
He does.
Yeah.
He needs another one
couple.
and then like a girl one. You know what I mean?
I don't like when they force the girl podcast though, just because it's profitable.
I used to think that a lot too.
I don't like that.
You
shit.
got to.
But I don't think you have to.
It feels like
You
them
don't have
shits
to,
don't
man.
ever really like.
You have to.
It's gonna
Gots
feel like the
to.
Marvel shit niggas do. It's not the same thing.
Yeah,
You
nobody
don't need it.
The Marvels was the worst performing movie of all
Bro, how
time.
many?
But
bro,
if
how
you
many?
find
How many?
two
How many?
girls-
How many women podcasts are like really out here consistent?
Call it that.
That aren't talking about sucking dick. Just put your hand down.
I
None of
mean,
them.
what podcast?
He was so defeated. He was like, fuck.
Bro, even in terms of that, there's only a handful of them that I can think of.
Yeah.
In the urban space, it's
Horrible decisions.
It's horrible decisions. But well, no, to be the one that she has with
And
with the other chick.
guys.
What?
That's why I said he has to find the bitches. He has to find new talent.
I
nigga.
don't think
That's what I'm saying.
Finding the bitches is not easy. Is what we're,
It's
what
not
we're
going to be
saying.
easy, but first
You
of all,
gotta
this is
let
big
them
act.
find you. It's better that way. It's more genuine. It's more impactful.
Well, now
Nigga,
you're talking
it's
about
a-
actual pimping. That's
it
something
relates
else.
to every facet of life. man.
Context pimp.
Yeah.
But overall, I think he needs like maybe one more show, 2 more shows. It's a little hasty though. We'll see where it ends up in about 2 more months.
Yeah.
But I watched about 30 minutes of it. I was like, okay, this, AK's drunk, but fuck it. Troy ass talking shit. Got some bitches in the building. They drinking too.
Yeah, everybody's feeling good.
You know?
Yeah. It's a good.
This
good
nigga
vibes.
Troy Ave like, yo, where's your cup? Where's your cup?
Yeah,
And the
you're
bitch
right,
like, here's
right.
my cup.
Yeah, niggas was
And
partying.
he's like, I got your cup.
Yeah,
You
niggas
pour
was
the bitch a
partying.
drink.
Niggas was having a good time on there for real.
Yeah.
But let's move over to other new podcasts that have formed. But before other new podcasts that have formed, we have to start with Mero has started a new podcast called 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. But before we can get there, we have to speak on Mero taking shots at Desus.
That other guy.
That other guy. And Danny got that video. I think we should watch a little bit of that video. But pretty much, Mero was pretty much saying,
And there might be some people that are confused. Mero is the cinnamon color.
the light
Calling
skin
nigga
one.
cinnamon
That's
color.
kind of
That's a
gay.
little
That was-
weird.
That's a
bro.
little weird.
that was crazy.
I caught it. But that's the light skin
It
nigga.
still kind of came out. I don't know.
Yeah, that's never gonna stop. We gonna
nah.
Mero's
forever
a
remember that.
cinnamon nigga.
Hey,
Jesus.
just let me drink my
Yeah.
drink and let's move on.
Is that your favorite
What is that?
flavor?
Chamomile tea, nigga?
Oh,
Mero's the light skin.
My
Mero's
sweet
the light
juice.
skin nigga, and Desus is the dark skin nigga.
joke.
So apparently, Mero pretty much said that Desus was fake as fuck this whole time, and this whole bodega's facade and this bodega boys thing was like,
He don't even eat chopped cheese for real?
yeah, he don't even eat chopped cheese for real. This was Mero's life, but
Faker.
Desus was putting a act on.
Okay, it was a good brand and it made sense for everybody.
To
He
play
wasn't really a
along.
part of it, but okay.
But it
Nah,
makes sense to play
That makes
along.
sense.
That's pretty much what he was saying.
Because their relationship, they weren't on some best friends forever shit. It was kind
Bro,
of like
honestly, I
a.
never thought the Bodegas Boys podcast was
Wait.
great at all. Anyway, I kind of hated the Bodegas Boys podcast. Now I didn't like. I hated it. I did.
It is
No,
ironic. The
I
dark
hated
skinned
it.
nigga is the one faking the funk.
That is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy.
In
The
New
light-
York too.
The light skinned niggas holding it down. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I did
I don't
like.
like this.
But I did like the Desus and Mero show they had on. What was that show?
Vice.
HBO.
The Vice shit.
Oh.
Vice,
Oh,
yeah.
it was on
The Vice shit was fire.
Yeah,
Because
But
it
the,
was.
but the podcast, I never liked the podcast.
I never liked either of those.
I
You
wasn't.
never
never-
liked either of them?
I watched their clips. I never got into the whole thing.
I was a clip
either.
nigga.
Yeah,
I was
it's
not
never-
watching the full
I
episode.
never got into the whole
I was
thing.
definitely a clip nigga.
Comedy's one of them things like, it's different flavors, it's different styles. They never resonated with me.
Me neither. Not
had
really. And shout out to all the Desus and Mero fans. Fuck y'all in the comments because they have a cult fan base and they will
do.
be in these comments.
Still,
Fuck y'all. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
y'all parents aren't even together. Why y'all still beefing?
Let me
It
go
goes
ahead and
on.
say that now.
Facts.
I remember last time when we talked about Desus and Mero.
They came.
Nigga, they were. First of all, I said, and I didn't really. And to be fair, I still didn't realize who was who until this came back up.
Yeah.
I was like, well, who is who? Which one's the light skinned
They
nigga?
they tried
were
to
like,
fry you
you
up
don't
for
even
that.
know them. They have more talent in one of their fingernails than all three of you niggas sitting on the couch. Oh,
They said
man.
all three.
Nigga,
God damn.
bruh, they-
Combined. I wish I remember that shit.
Nigga, they have faith. Matter of fact, I'll link that old video when we talked about them in the comments just so y'all can remember how little we give a fuck about the Desus and Mero show.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's like when you put it like that, I think they understand.
I was about to say we.
Me.
Jesus.
Me.
I concur that one.
right.
I'll jump with that.
These marriage. It was just one of those shows where it was like, it's there. They're black. Why not?
I'll support it.
You know what I mean? That's how I felt about it. It was like, but I wasn't an avid watcher of like, of
course not.
None of their content necessarily.
Shout out to my boy Sean. He fucked with their show heavy though.
No word.
My boy Sean fucked with their show heavy. Yeah, I couldn't do it though.
Yeah, nah. And that doesn't mean they bad. Just everybody isn't for everybody. It's kind of just how this shit boiled down.
But they've been going back and forth for like years now.
They have.
They need to been a little quiet. Not like that they haven't been saying anything.
Yeah.
But it's not as loud and belligerent as when Rory and Maul is bitching about something.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? There's no spectacle.
Their back and forth is always real like
hit and miss. It's
like they do an attack and then retreat quickly.
Yeah.
Like they're always it's
in and out.
They're always quick strikes. Yeah.
It's almost like they're trying to see if one of them still wants to get back
Because like
together.
I forgot about Desus.
Yeah.
I forgot Desus was like a thing, but then when DJ Envy had the Real Estate Rico thing go down, he popped out and got his revenge. They said he's on some like TV show, whether it be like sitcom. I don't know what it is. Like
he did the Daily Show too a couple times.
I think it was in the Daily Shows when he got his revenge, and I was like, this shit is corny as hell. Like, but this shit went viral. Like, niggas is like, Desus is getting his revenge for when Envy was like, asked him for 5 minutes. And I watched it and I was like, this did it for niggas? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean. It's not that it was actually good, but the fact that it was happening.
Yeah,
you know
that was bigger news.
He's addressing it. Thank God he's finally doing it.
Yeah.
But what did he vaguely say, like, in that response? Was it just like...
I watched that entire response and I don't have any notable lines to pull out for you.
Mm-hmm. From a content creator who has more talent than all three of us in his fucking fingernail.
Yeah, I just
pinky nail, nigga.
Yeah,
like he scratches his ass with our skill.
Yeah, so but I don't remember. So and then but now that they're not together, maybe I will realize that maybe Desus is the one that I didn't like out of the two. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Mero was the real authentic one, and I do enjoy it. But I don't
both
fucking
of them
know
felt
either.
fake to me, man. They both laughed a little too much at their own jokes before the other one started laughing.
Oh, yeah.
They were flagrant before flagrant.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, when y'all niggas crack jokes, like, Jay laughs his own jokes, but so does everybody else. And they kind of laugh beforehand.
It's like I need to hear the punchline still.
There's a certain, like, the time. You can't fuck up the timing.
Yeah. I still have to hear the punchline.
Yeah. Right.
And that's why I would say, who said flagrant? They put them in that boat. The reason I don't put them in that same category is because they're seasoned comedians. Like, they still know when to laugh.
Not all of them are seasoned.
Yeah.
Not all of them are seasoned.
Not all of them are seasoned, but Alex and Mark, Mark is a comedian, and Alex don't be laughing too egregiously.
Yeah, he don't, but you just...
The only one that's really theatrical is Andrew Schultz, honestly.
Right. And Akash. What?
Yeah.
His laugh is literally iconic.
Yeah.
It's like that shit soundboard worthy.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga could just play that.
Like a Fresh Prince.
Yeah, and somebody would know whose laugh that is.
But it's not worse than Bert Kreischer. We don't really talk about him a lot because, that's white podcasting.
Yeah, we're definitely tapping into the whites next year.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, y'all don't really fuck with the white podcast.
I listen to a few.
We
do.
No, I watch them. I just do.
Yeah.
Tom's a Girl, y'all fuck with him?
I haven't watched it.
I will though.
Two Bears. And,
I don't like who he's become.
Yeah.
There's a shit ton of videos on that nowadays.
Like once we start covering that shit, that's like a whole other sphere of content that's going on.
Yeah, talking about some like look at reviews, like that's like real part of going
They're
there.
actually doing that.
Well,
like Bert
that's what we need
Kreischer's
to
doing
do.
shit like fake shitting
Hey,
on a podcast.
these niggas it might not be enough of these, because we're not trying to pigeonhole ourselves anyway. We want to
put ourselves in a box.
Yeah, we're not putting ourselves in a box anyway.
They only do black podcasts.
We want everybody to look at us as the podcast for podcasts. Period. So we got to cover everything.
Yeah, this is a podcast about your favorite podcast.
Yeah, so we got to cover it all.
Jesus Christ.
I think I put some shit in the notes, but
But that'll be easier.
This is how bored Mero is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's watch this Danny video. Shout out to Danny. Link in the description. Make sure y'all follow him. Subscribe.
Yeah, shout out to Danny.
Mero goes off on Desus and exposes him for creating a fake persona in order to create a character for the Bodega Boys podcast. That's right, y'all. We here at The Stop have been noticing a serious escalation into the breakup between Desus and Mero. A lot of people remember that they broke up under weird terms, but these two are currently engaged in a back and forth. The type of back and forth that makes the Rory and Maul breakup with Joe Budden look like child's play. Recently, Mero launched his new podcast, Victory Light, which I thought was pretty cool. and did give me some Bodega Boys vibes. However, somebody took to Reddit and decided to trash the podcast, basically saying it was garbage, and the kid Mero, through his official Reddit account, decided to defend himself and said, I could have easily found another Desus type and ran back the same formula, but it would be corny and stifling. I want to grow, not just the Victory Light pod, but Victory Light as a production house where you can come do your thing.
Just a quick second. Mero's official account having 14,000 post karma, Reddit karma. That means that nigga's a Redditor for real. He's a Reddit nigga for real.
On Reddit.
He's on Reddit. These are Reddit nigga numbers. Just so everybody kind of knows.
And what is a Yakubian?
Where does it say that?
Not get shitty notes from Yakubian CEOs that fell. You see where it's cursing at?
Yakubian. I don't know.
You said it like he was about to give us the definition.
I did.
It's like it's a term for Hasidic Yakubian. What the fuck is Yakubian?
I don't know. It's so specific. That might be some Brooklyn shit.
Let's Google it real quick.
It's a brand of liquor.
You can go ahead and hit play. I'm going to Google it.
All right.
See who gets it
and
first.
Not get notes from Yakubian CEOs that fill up. I wanted a woman's voice. And another Bronx guy that wasn't just a guy pretending to have gone through all the same things that I did. Now, this is a big comment, as this gets at the idea that Desus was pretending to be something he wasn't for the sake of the podcast. If you don't remember, for me, listening to Desus and Mero, it felt like the commercialization of the New York.
So I read this shit too fast. First, nigga, the Yakubian was a black scientist who lived 6,000 years ago.
Oh, he created the Jews.
Who they believed was the creation of the white race.
Yeah, created the white man. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And now he's just a CEO?
Nah, but like Yakubian CEOs.
Yakubian CEOs.
Like
create a white
evil
man.
imperialists.
Yeah.
I feel you.
What do they hold?
Beer.
Bodega beer?
Yeah.
Your persona, Yankee hats, bodegas, something about it didn't feel authentic when I listened to it. And that something was Desus. I'm not taking sides here, but I remember many years ago wondering if Desus was who he said he was. Oftentimes, he would talk about being an OG and being on the block. He specifically said this during the interview with Taxstone. And I was like, is this guy really like that? And I said that because I'm not really like that, and I can tell when somebody's putting on a front. I'm not picking sides here. It's just what I saw. But this isn't the...
Every photo, like, why do...
They're not friends.
No. Like, these niggas, they've been doing this a long time. Like, this photo is from the 2000s. Maybe.
Nah, bro. That was their whole.
You can see
this
why.
Probably promo.
No, I can see what you see, but that was like
that was just the vibe of the.
That was the whole vibe of their show because it wasn't even that old ago. But that's what
it's
niggas.
Like 2013.
That's why niggas wasn't fucking with it because it was like,
the
fuck is this?
This is
8 years late.
Yeah, like
they
were so old. They were so early 2000s New York. It was weird, but then they also came. They came birthed up out of that. I think Mero came birthed up out of that Twitter. Out of that, he came up.
That's how they met, right? They was both like avid on Twitter, getting a lot of notoriety.
Same with that Taxstone period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
when Twitter niggas became podcasters, that's when.
Was Twitter in that realm? Like, was that kind of like TikTok, to where it created stars?
Nah.
There was just a wave of Twitter niggas becoming podcasters. Charlamagne is the one that ushered that in, I think. Mm-hmm. In terms of giving Twitter niggas opportunities in podcasting.
Because you got a following, you clearly got some way with words.
So I feel like that was the great migration. Like, I feel like Charlamagne was behind the great migration of Twitter niggas becoming podcasters. A lot of them fell the fuck off, let's be clear. But that was like...
The podcast is longer than 140 characters.
Yeah, but there was there was a huge migration of niggas, and some of them are still around. It ain't as many as there was in the beginning, but...
It's crazy to think like what they had, like as long as
But their shit was huge though.
It was big.
And
I mean,
it's just
they
like
got the Showtime contract and everything. It was big.
Just based on like what they could have been. You get what I mean? Like damn near like, I mean, shit.
Which does show you, like, no matter what you may think about a show, there's an audience for this shit because these niggas blew the fuck up.
And they kind of had a decent sized white audience too. And I
Which
think
is
it
always
was,
good.
I think it was because it was such a character of New York,
True.
early 2000s.
True.
White people like,
and it's not even a
look at these
character. These niggas are just
know what I'm
that
saying?
age. Aren't they
Yeah.
that old? Like they're just,
you know what?
No, they are that old, and I always thought it
They
was
are.
weird that he called himself the kid. Like, how long? Like, the kid is some shit you say in high school.
yeah.
But that you're really locking your
Well,
age
actually,
in
no.
with the kid,
The Heartbreak Kid,
Who the fuck is that?
the wrestler.
the wrestler. Yeah.
Oh, I ain't
that's-
watch wrestling.
He's a
growing up.
wrestler, man. That doesn't count.
Yeah,
that
that don't
voids
count.
all names, nigga.
You ain't watch
Ye-
wrestling?
Yeah,
Nah, I was
being
playing
being
ball,
the
man.
kid in
Oh, you're
hip
cool
hop
'cause you
is a
wouldn't watch
time
wrestling.
period.
So you was
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Show you the facts.
But there's Kid Capri. That was like
That
before
gay ass
them
shit.
though.
Yeah,
That's true.
Kid Capri was like the 80s.
That's true.
Like the kid in hip hop.
But once you're
Is old.
once you're a legend, then it's like whatever.
Yeah, but he transcended a
Yeah.
legend though. It's
Yeah.
like I don't remember the name. I don't remember Kid in hip hop coming back in the early 2000s.
No.
At
No.
all. Like niggas.
It went to Lil and Young.
Because it was
It went to Little.
And
it was,
Young.
it was Lil and Young.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
none of this kid shit.
Young was first.
Yeah,
then it went to
nah.
Lil.
Young was first, and then Lil.
Yeah.
Niggas don't even refer to
I know that
themselves
because
as
my
kids
name was
anymore.
Young L at one point.
Yeah. Young L.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He's like,
Young L.
let me process. He said, let me process where you were at when you did that.
like,
I was a sophomore,
movie
nigga.
was
That's
you
where I
watching,
was at, nigga.
Yeah, that nigga was trying to process where you was at that
Young
shit.
L. It was just a bunch of YLs
I was
on
still
all the
freestyling
bathroom
on the school
stoves.
bus, nigga. Get out of here.
Jesus
Battling my
Christ.
niggas on the school bus.
Yo, where's Young L?
four bars at a time.
Yeah.
God damn.
The Kid L.
Young L.
So
that's-
yeah.
I'm glad you threw away that shit.
Should we keep watching
You say
them?
too fast.
It's
it
a
sound
long
like-
video.
Yeah, it is a
sound
long
like
video because I didn't want to watch the whole thing anyway, just the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, y'all, the Danny's video will be in the description per usual.
Yeah, did he even get to the part where he was like, the niggas a fraud?
That,
said
was
it a little bit.
that was the Reddit post.
Ah, man, turn it. What's the next topic? Fuck, I'm trying to care.
Man exposes
Desus
Desus.
and Mero, nigga. They
Oh
exposed
well,
themselves.
before we end this, did anybody watch 7 p.m. in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Episode 1?
I watched probably like the first 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to keep watching that shit.
I
I,
was-
don't like podcasts. I like raw podcasts. I don't like
Yeah.
edits, transitions.
It was too formal.
Bro, like they was talking and then like he got cut off and it's like a little red screen transition. Now we going to the next topic. Like
I'm not gonna lie, just the beginning, them introducing it.
Yeah, talking about it.
I turned it off at the introduction.
Me too.
I didn't like seeing Carmelo and this is us. Like
Yeah,
also
I did like
I'm
that.
Carmelo. You know me.
Yeah, let's
And
watch the
who was the
beginning
other
of that
nigga?
shit.
Like it was just like
It
one
was
of the-
it was Mero, the light skinned nigga.
who's the other
Yeah.
nigga?
Okay. I am high, but I honestly forgot. But you
Oh
see,
my God.
like
I did not like this
that,
intro.
that
big ass
this whole
kid.
thing, I didn't like that. That
Yeah,
kind of
nah.
threw me off,
I don't
man.
know if I should put
Like
this on
this
the screen.
But
nigga
I'm
used to-
I'm gonna add like
We'll
know.
take the risk.
this nigga's
take the-
dropped
'cause I'll take a
60
section to test it.
This is the same nigga that dropped 60 in the Garden like multiple
And-
times. Like
And what's weird is like I'm kind of fucking around, but that is the truth. Like I turned it off at the intro.
The
Just
intro
because
was- the intro was weak. It was
I
weak.
literally turned it off at
it
the
was
intro.
something. It was like, what's this weird energy right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was the,
mellow and Mero too mellow.
it was
Yeah.
the Elliot and what you call it?
Elliot and
energy.
B-Dot.
Yeah.
It was the fake
that-
conversation before.
That's
Like,
what it was.
Can you imagine we start LOI the show every Wednesdays just with like us dabbing each other up? Like, yo,
What up,
Tone.
dude? How you been? How you been, nigga? I see you, sister.
Where you been at?
What's new? Like, yeah.
That might be better. I don't know. We might be okay.
Yeah. We could make it work, but that's just us. But like,
But
We got
literally,
more
the,
talent
literally
than
the
us.
intro of this, I was like, that's not Carmelo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is not Carmelo.
Like, where-
It's fucked up because there's already Gil and there's already Jeff T
It's too
giving
many-
you the raw shit.
and Iman Shumpert, it's too many
It's
NBA
Iman-
niggas.
yeah.
Kevin Garnett, it's too many NBA niggas that
Giving it
we've-
up, bro.
We
that
haven't
we've
even
seen.
scratched the surface with
We
naming the
haven't.
niggas.
Yeah,
We haven't.
yeah.
We
And
haven't even got
even
close.
JJ
We
Redick is
haven't
giving
even
it
got
up in
close.
his way.
Yeah.
And he's actually good.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten close. I was like, that's not Carmelo. I
Nigga,
know that. Yeah, like
nigga, Pat
Yeah.
Bev got a podcast. All these niggas got podcasts.
Pat Bev
Draymond Green got a podcast.
When I see Pat Bev on this timeline, this nigga's got his goddamn legs crossed, and he's like telling deep stories. I'm like,
the illest.
Pat Bev was just like, trending for like being live on television, asking Kevin Hart, like, yeah, Kevin Hart, I got a 16-year-old daughter. What you think about that Gillie situation, nigga? Like, just yeah, Kev, we both got daughters. What's up with Gillie? Straight face. The best. And then, Kevin Hart did his he
did his industry.
Think like a man shit. He's a comedian.
You're right.
But you said you got through to this. What were they talking about?
You did about 30 minutes, you said?
That might have been a lie, honestly.
Yeah, see where your
but honestly, 10 minutes is enough. Like, what was like?
But yeah, let's just hear the intro so people can hear us why we were talking like that for a second.
Yo, peace. It's Carmelo Anthony.
That's right. And it's your boy, the Kid Mero, and you know what time it is, baby.
It's 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Let's get it.
See, like that right there. Pause. We already got the force, the rehearsals, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Then the slideshow.
And here's a really random, simple gem for anybody out here doing any podcasting, anything with a video. You don't take your eye off the camera when you're looking at the camera. You look directly at the camera. Simply just looking at Mero, I'm gonna put it back here. This nigga, as he's look at him, he don't even look like he's focused.
And
you know what I'm saying, like,
another thing,
what are you doing?
I don't like how excited Mero is.
It's like you don't know what you're doing.
There's a weird power balance that's happening because it's like, first of all, nigga,
because Carmelo Anthony's following my lead.
Literally, you're the media trained, savvy, content creating individual, but he just can't get over the fact that like, yo, this nigga dropped 60 at the Garden. He's sitting right beside him.
Yeah, when did these niggas become friends? I ain't seen them sitting on those sidelines together.
Apparently, they've been secretly friends for a long time.
Really?
No.
Secretly friends.
No, because his wife said that, I know you're not hanging out with him until 7 p.m. Her sister said that, right? Mero's sister clued in, like, how you went hanging with Melo? Why are you?
I know he's married, so it might have been his wife.
No, but his sister was saying, why are you hanging out with Melo? I know y'all not just friends. It must be business. So she figured out that they were working on some shit.
Okay. Well, it might be a situation to where, they're associates, right? Friendly associates.
Right.
There's not a day-to-day, I'm just going out with Melo type thing.
And that's the thing, like, maybe Carmelo just isn't that type of guy to just be talking about, what is it? TikTok dances and more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah, what are the TikTok dances and more as the title is crazy.
He says, reveal the story behind the show, like the breakup, NBA Cup, TikTok dances and more.
And it's the first episode, so there's still more to get fleshed out. But I think their topics are stupid too. Or even just like the categories. Like, they got, they call that shit 3 to the dome.
My thing
I didn't get that far.
It's one, like, it's a whole category of topics where it's called 3 to the dome. And, like, they didn't explain it very well.
I got 7 minutes in, just about.
I got 16:49.
My thing is,
this is so, it felt like 30,
I rounded that
double
shit
the
to
time.
20, nigga.
Nigga, I didn't even make it past the intro music.
Really? I understand. I had to fight, though. It was a fight.
I literally did not make it. When I literally saw that, and I said, I could watch something else that's more productive. Because I'm like, I already have to study for the podcast, and I don't want to go into it and be like, I just saw the clip.
Right.
But I'm like, there's no way I'm giving myself this full episode.
That's why I gave him 16, because I was like, you gotta talk about this shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like what one of y'all said, like, this shit is so fancy. This shit would work better. I don't even know if it worked better, but it would just make sense if it was just more rugged. Like, it was like filmed on an iPhone camera. They was kind of just in there talking shit.
It doesn't feel like they filming this in Brooklyn.
I don't mind high
That's
production. Just
too.
don't speak the way you're speaking. Like, high production is fine.
Is Melo from Brooklyn?
I don't know. I don't know where Melo's
like,
from. I know he went to school at Oak Hill, which is in Virginia, but Oak Hill is one of them schools, if you go there, like, you're trying to go pro, so you don't have to be from Virginia to go there.
And where's Mero from? He probably
He's from fucking Bodega.
It just says New York, New York. Martinez was born Washington Heights.
Where Melo
Manhattan.
from?
Kid Mero, that's what I'm talking about.
No, Melo.
Oh, Melo.
Yeah.
Even the names are confusing.
Yeah. See, this shit is too fucking...
And then, I don't know, man. I do need to fully watch it.
Carmelo's from Brooklyn.
Carmelo's from Brooklyn?
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I'll give you some skin in the game on this podcast. We'll put Brooklyn in the title since you're from there.
Reveals story behind the show.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna watch this until some shorts go viral. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Y'all didn't watch. You want to watch any more of the?
Please, no.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't want to watch a fucking thing.
Shout out to Melo though.
The moment they get some shorts that go viral, then I'll tune back in. But until then,
Man, you see, you got to wait for the virality.
I mean, how about that?
Yeah.
That's
He needs social
that's a
proof.
little extreme though,
That's extreme, ain't it? You don't want to just tap in and see where they at? Episode
No.
2?
because you do have to like
Episode
watch
2,
the
give him a
full
second.
thing.
But why?
nope, I don't. Because I'm not that much of a sports nigga. And
I'm about to say, why even do it?
I'm already not that much of a sports nigga, number one. So I'm not looking to add any sports podcasts. And then if I like Carmelo Anthony, I don't want to hear him talk about no fucking TikTok dances. Like if I want to hear Carmelo talk about sports. If I'm gonna watch a Carmelo podcast, I just want to hear you talk about sports.
But you listen to Jeff Teague talk about TikTok dances.
Jeff
Yeah.
Teagues is just a goofy nigga.
because the nigga's already sold me.
Yeah.
He's already sold me.
I feel that way.
off his viral clips.
But
Yep.
those viral clips didn't happen on day
Immediately,
one.
exactly. That's what I'm
It
saying.
happened
Give it a
They
chance. Give it a
as
second.
they go.
Which is-
They
which
do
is
need a
fine.
grace period. They
They
need
need
a
a
grace
grace
That's
Which
period.
why-
is why I'll come back when they get some motion.
When they viral.
Yeah.
Nigga said, show me something, nigga.
Yeah, like I don't want to be there from the beginning. I'm okay with not being there from the beginning. I'm not invested in either of them enough
I feel it.
to be there from the beginning to be like, I knew this was it. I
But-
knew this was gonna be the next.
but
big
that's-
thing. I'm not there.
But you're making it.
I could care less.
But I'm talking about just watching it to see if you like it. You're watching it
Yeah.
as an investment on behalf of them as like human beings. Fuck that. I'm just saying like watch it just to see like
it's any
it
good at
might
all.
be good. Like I'll be honest. I didn't get past 30 seconds, but I know.
Right, that's what
but
I'm
I
saying.
know I eventually need to fully watch it because at the end of the day, you know, you got to watch it.
Wait,
I will.
why?
You gotta
Why?
watch it.
Why?
I will watch it
What does
one
this
day.
need?
You got to watch it.
For what reason?
Like because I can't really even have an opinion about it
If I don't watch
until I watch it.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
being a
I have a
journalist.
strong opinion on the intro.
Yeah.
But you see, that's the thing.
That's as deep as it goes for me.
But that's
But that's important though.
It is.
Yeah.
That's
Because
important.
like that's what keeps you from discovering shit. If you can't get them niggas in the first 30 seconds, it's like
Yeah.
there's obviously a problem.
that's important, but that can also be what you appreciate the most in the future once you
It's
see
like
what
these niggas
the
actually got-
changes
yeah,
that
the
they've
changes,
gone
yeah.
through.
That's true.
You get what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So
'Cause
it's just all about the journey.
to be honest-
which is why it's important to be with them in the beginning
Yeah.
to actually like when they do make it, like when Left Brain be commenting, shout out to Left Brain and
Shout out to
Cletus.
Left Brain,
You
yeah.
know, when we finally make it, it'd be like, oh
Yeah.
shit, like
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
saw
Well,
the niggas we used.
I will say this: Mero has enough of a cult fan base to carry them through that period.
Yes,
and
he
so
does. So does Camero.
both of them do.
They got enough.
They both have a strong enough cult fan base to where
Somebody's
to
there
where-
somewhere is
to
gonna
where
listen
my
to this
view
shit.
is not about to make or break.
Yeah, you're not old
true.
enough. You don't have enough children.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
But I get where you're coming from because I recently listened to the Rory and Mal podcast, and there were moments where they made me laugh, and I was very surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're trying right now.
Bro, listen to
The
it.
Rory
you
and
know,
Mal
it's
podcast
like-
deal
yeah.
is ending. Their podcast was like mid as fuck for the last couple years. So when they first got their deal with, I can't remember what the company was, it was good. They had sketches coming out every week. Rory and Mal podcast was fucking lit. It was actually entertaining. And then the niggas got lazy, per usual, like they always do. And the shit was trash for years. And then their deal is literally coming to an end at the end of this year. And now it's good again. Or it's more entertaining again. It's like these niggas can't maintain consistency to save their fucking life in terms of like entertainment. So it's like
yeah.
you catch them at the beginning of a deal and the back end of a deal,
It's when it's hot.
the podcast is gonna be good.
New contract.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have these niggas didn't have sketches for damn near 2 years of the deal.
It's true.
And then all of a sudden y'all got sketches, y'all got live shows and shit. Who gives a fuck at this
It's a
point?
contract year. You got to drop 30 every game.
Yeah, I'm not fucking buying into these niggas. At least you could at least be off every other episode. These niggas will be off for months to years at a time. And then recently, Rory and them was talking on some shit. They're like, yeah, we're not exactly sure what we're gonna do next. What the fuck you mean you don't know what you're about to do next? Nigga, this is year 4 for y'all. You niggas have been hanging out for too fucking long to not know what the next move is.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just,
Like, what is this, a long ass sleepover?
yeah, bro.
it doesn't sound like it's no structure.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck have we been freestyling all this time? I'm not buying into you niggas for what? Like,
Yeah.
It was like before we used to just do what Joe said. Nah,
yeah.
everything
So
worked.
it's like, yeah. Now that we're not re-signing to whatever this deal is. I'm not buying into this shit. Fucking for what? Like, I'll catch a Royal Mall episode when they have good ones, and they've had a couple good ones recently. But until they have a new situation, I'm not about to be.
Investing time.
I'm not investing time to these niggas who don't give a fuck for what.
You better off talking about your old boss again. See if that works.
Yeah, bro. And that's when I tune in. Throw some shots at Joe, nigga. I'll be tuning in on the next episode. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Jesus
Yeah, man.
Christ.
But
They
in other
gotta talk
news,
about Joe. Oh, terrible.
well, you want to stay on Joe? Joe Rogan's avoiding Andrew Tate.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because Joe Rogan. Well, first of all, Andrew Tate has talked about going on Joe Rogan like a billion times.
Yes,
and it's
yeah.
like
Said that,
it's for obvious reasons, nigga. That's one of the biggest media platforms in America currently.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yeah.
Joe Rogan, he kind of has the same level of like infatuation with Andrew Tate because you know this is a topic everybody has to talk about eventually, but he just refuses to have the nigga on.
Well, I don't think he can leave. He couldn't leave the country for a long time.
Yeah, but he's
Now
been
he-
able to lead the country
now
for a
he
couple
can,
months now.
though.
Yeah.
Wait, no, maybe he can't.
No, he can't
house,
yet.
His house, he can't leave the country still.
Yeah.
His,
Still?
Yeah.
his house arrest was lifted. He can operate within
In Romania.
But I don't think he can leave Romania, the country. Yet.
Nah,
But
they
I
can
thought he
operate
just
in
went to
Romania.
like London to do the One Dude's podcast who used to be
No.
on
He went to Romania.
they went to
George-
Romania, okay.
George,
Yeah,
he went to Romania.
people are still pulling up on him.
Yeah.
He could just,
Which
he's just out every day now.
that episode was actually kind of good. I haven't listened to all of it yet, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
All Andrew Tate interviews are pretty
George
good.
George
honestly.
Janko or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Yeah.
George Janko,
Yeah.
that left
That Mexican dude.
that left
That's-
Impulsive.
Yeah, he just interviewed Tate, and it's pretty good so far.
I'm gonna
Oh, y'all
check
talking
that
about a
out.
different nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the nigga that was best friends with Jake Paul and they left his podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
But Joe Rogan overall, he
Like
does
he looked Indian.
Oh, that
Something
guy?
like that, yeah.
like
yeah.
Mexican. I give him Mexican.
No, the white Indian dude. But I was talking about the older Mexican guy that be wearing the suits. That nigga.
Definitely not him. Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
I know who you're talking about though.
I don't know who you're talking about with him.
You know what I'm talking about? You know that nigga.
Older Mexican with a suit?
He's an older Mexican guy, but he always wearing a suit and shit. You know what I mean? But
I don't know
No,
if he's
not
Mexican.
that
Are you talking about Patrick Bet-David?
is he brown?
Yeah, because I don't think he's Mexican. I think he's
Middle Eastern or something like
yeah,
that.
somewhere around that Arab era. But what was he doing?
So what was the link to what was that
Patrick
link?
Bet David. Yep.
Yeah, that
Yeah, that is-
PBD. Yeah.
What a name. What was the link that you sent? Because I didn't even get to click on the link.
The link, I forgot. Click on that link.
It's it's
I think it's too lazy to try.
Yes, it's podcast.
First
cringe.
of all,
It's-
shout out to Podcast Cringe. These he's fucking immaculate. You gonna have to subscribe to this
Yeah,
thing.
go
I'm telling you,
ahead-
he
go
does
ahead and
good
hit
work.
subscribe.
He covers like the wider podcasts that we don't talk about.
That we will be in 2023.
He does it in an immaculate
24.
fashion. All of his video, I put him up there with like point and shoot, nigga. Too lazy
Ooh,
to try.
okay. Danny.
No, the nigga's nice, bro. Like
Okay.
I went to his page and I realized how many of his videos I watched.
That you had already,
I've watched
like, you
all
saw,
of them.
You saw
nigga.
all them red lines.
All the new ones is done.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen them all. He's
Okay.
immaculate. But Joe Rogan and Andrew Tate, they got this weird fucking little back and forth relationship to where they kind of keep addressing each other without talking directly to each other.
And that's the thing too. It's like Andrew Tate has no problem going. Joe Rogan has more of a problem, or is more afraid of allowing Andrew Tate to come to his platform.
Yes.
Than Andrew has any reservations of going to Joe Rogan. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
he's gonna talk about it in this video, but what Joe Rogan does is like he perfectly plays the middle. I don't even want to say perfectly. He's obviously playing the middle.
Yeah, like
because he'll be like
he's mastered the middle.
he'll be like Andrew Tate is a smart dude that says some good things that help a lot of young men, but at the same time,
Yeah,
he's got
yeah.
the woo doo woo doo woo. Like
I have heard a bunch
he's
of
saying
clips
the
like that.
necessary press release when you address Andrew Tate. Like
Right.
he's good and he's a little bad.
True. I have heard.
Straddling the
But I don't
fence.
think he straddles the fence, but I don't think
He's not
gonna
going to say I 100% agree with this, whatever.
Afraid to jump out the window
Look,
on it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna pick a side. He don't want to,
Because he's been
get caught
so
nowhere
because
like
he's been so labeled as a misogynist.
Right. It'll just
That
feed
it's
the
hard to
Yeah.
it's hard talk to Andrew Tate and be like, I 100% agree with what you said without also waiting for that backlash.
Because and it's like you might agree with what he said, but he said it around some other shit that's got to be bad.
Yeah,
because he talks so much so fast. It's like I agree with where you was going.
The facts.
But where you went is
but
like,
but the way you sold it is where I buy out of it.
Or just the fucking metaphor you use, like.
Now I don't know. I think it was Pierce Morgan that he just talked to again before this George Janko nigga.
Yeah.
But the Pierce Morgan one was funny because Pierce asked Andrew Tate if he cried in jail. Andrew Tate said, "Water fell from my eyes."
Nah. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He said some shit like, water fell from my, he said I wouldn't call it crying, but I would say water fell from my eyes out of the frustration that I couldn't provide for my family. This nigga
that's such a manly way to be sad. That's the manliest way to be sad.
Bruh, this nigga Andrew Tate
and then
is shit.
when he interviewed Tristan, he was like, so Andrew was crying in prison? And it's like, he kind of did the thing that Joe Budden did to where he was like, what did this nigga say? He was like, we both processed what we were going through very differently. It's like, nigga, did he cry?
And it's crazy to think, like, if they went on a podcast together, like, that would have to be the biggest thing.
Oh,
like,
man, you're
ever,
doing numbers off the rip.
That shit would be like, humongous.
Nigga, Charleston White and the Tate brothers. 10 million one day. Easy.
That Charleston White
and the Tate brothers. That would just be so.
It's a mess.
That would be useless.
It would. I'm just thinking of who would just.
That would be so much.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
That would be so much. Like
at what point in time do they just like start bench pressing?
Bro,
Charleston?
it would literally be dead ass. Bro, they would stop the interview and be like, do fucking 25 push-ups right now, or we can't talk to you. Yeah, they would do some shit like that. Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't know. Charleston might pimp them white boys out.
Yeah, you never know.
But overall, do you think it's like? You think it's a good business move? Do you think it's beneficial for Joe to try to get Andrew on the podcast?
Well, if he wants to maintain his objective position of, his objective position of I talk to anybody, we can have disagreements. Yeah, it's like because of who Joe Rogan's supposed to be in terms of like objectiveness, no interview's a bad interview in his world. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be objective with everybody, because even if you don't agree with anything somebody says, you're supposed to sit down with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're a journalist, if you're like,
that type of journalist, yeah.
But I don't know. I think Joe Rogan might be getting to the end of his mileage.
Think so? I think Joe Rogan might be more afraid of getting on Andrew Tate, getting there and agreeing too much with him.
Which is also very dangerous.
Which is dangerous. Like, cause Tate will sit down with Joe Rogan and he's not going to do the outlandish shit. He's not going to say women are my property to Joe Rogan because he respects Joe Rogan.
He won't say that to nobody now.
He won't say it to nobody now, but I'm saying like he'll literally say everything that these niggas relate. They agree too much with a lot of things. Just fighting. They could just talk about fighting and working out for 3 hours.
How to shave your head properly.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, bro. It's like they would agree too much.
He doesn't have enough points to like refute.
This is not enough. It's not enough. And then
but
at the same time,
it's kind of easy to go against Andrew Tate because some of the shit he said is just so comical.
But
out of context.
But not even really. It's not even easy to go against Andrew Tate anymore because he's done so many interviews talking about where people have asked him about things he said in the past.
Yeah.
That he's saying, I would have. Most of his newer interviews are that.
Or about like what he said in the past, like basically him making up for what he said in the past.
Yeah, pretty much. And if you're a decent journalist, you've watched him give an answer to every bad thing that people have said bad about him. So you wouldn't want to waste somebody's time. You know what I'm saying? There's no point in wasting somebody's time with those questions. Like,
but they will because they're not about journalism. It's about making money, nigga.
Or it's about you got to get the clicks.
Yeah. Everybody trying to protect their bottom line.
Yeah, let's watch a little bit of this though.
All right, I'll just start at the top then.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, he's kind of brief.
Your podcast? It's a conversation, right?
Then Joe Rogan was talking about us. I think Joe and I, at some point in the future, are going to have a nice, long conversation. I have a feeling it's going to be a very, very interesting time. It's probably the only thing I'd bother traveling to America for. So I look forward to getting in touch with Joe again. We were talking on Instagram before my Instagram got taken down, but I have other routes to get through to him and talk to Joe. So I'm really excited to get.
When Patrick Bet David went on JRE a few months ago, he caused a stir by challenging Rogan to have Donald Trump on his podcast.
He even went as far as to say that by not having Trump on the podcast, he would indirectly be assisting Joe Biden in winning re-election. God knows how Biden...
It's like, fuck.
That's the nigga you were talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what you were talking about, yeah.
He keeps popping up everywhere. I don't know anything about this nigga, but he's been popping up everywhere.
I watched, when he first started his Value Entertainment channel, I was watching a lot of that shit because it was just on some
That's where he's from.
how
Value
to make money, how to woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. A little manosphere here and there, but it wasn't egregious. He wasn't like a red pill nigga.
Right.
But yeah, he's dangerous.
He's popped up on a lot of platforms because he was on Nut Boys. He's been popping up a lot of places.
Because he's at the phase of his life where like he already made his money before this media shit.
So you can say whatever the fuck you want.
He's playing.
Yeah, he's just fucking around.
He's just a dangerously cunning nigga because it's like he was talking. He's one of the niggas, he don't want to be president. He wants to help you be president.
Yeah.
Which is like...
yeah.
It's like
the nigga wants to be hand.
The
nigga wants to be hand of the king.
He's smart enough to know that it's like, nigga, fuck the crown.
Being in that spot ain't the spot.
It's the one right below it, or the one right beside it.
Who is the king in Desus?
Okay, got you. Okay, he's a dangerous nigga. Okay,
look at his suit.
The suit is great. Yeah, all right, I'm about to watch some of these interviews about him. Okay, Leah, let's watch this.
Biden makes it past Christmas, though. Anyway, at the time, it was obvious that PBD was fishing for a viral clip, but I remember thinking at the time, don't worry about Donald Trump, what about Andrew Tate? You see, Rogan talks about Andrew Tate on his podcast all the time. He's totally clued into everything happening in his world, and it's obvious that he's following all the latest with Tate's ongoing case in Romania. Now, I understand that Tate has been under house arrest in Romania as his case obviously continues. However, I saw over the weekend that he made an application to travel to the United States to visit his dying grandma or something. So on his way to the courtroom, he said, "So we're just going to hopefully get some freedom back and go back to America. We want to visit our grandma and just live a normal life. It's been a long time now, been going on for a long time, and we're looking forward to a conclusion." Now, from what I've heard, as of Monday, December the 11th, him and his brother are now able to travel anywhere in Romania, but I haven't seen any reports about them being allowed to travel to the US. But already the speculation has mounted that, number one,
I probably should have timestamped.
I mean, we kind of get the gist.
Yeah, we don't have to watch it, but I'm going to watch it, and I'll link it to the description as well, too, of this clip. But
he does good work. He does immaculate work.
Well, I'm subscribed to him now, so I'm definitely gonna be checking him out.
Yeah, nah. You can tell
by like the way the image is just like, in his voice. Yeah,
you can tell within the first 30 seconds if the shit's gonna be all right.
Sometimes. You can't
but
guess everything.
I do want to see that. I would want to see it. It'd be good. But I don't think it'll happen.
Really?
I
don't think. Honestly, I'm with that. I don't think that'll ever happen.
Nah. Well, Andrew Tate. They just denied his bond. They literally, the country of Romania just extorted him because they confiscated like $15 million of money and assets from them.
I didn't know that.
And that was because of the case. And they still haven't officially been charged with the crime,
which is incredible, right?
Which is crazy. Just how their laws work.
They flexing their power.
But they're not. They just made it. They just made the final ruling that they're not getting their assets back.
They're losing 15 mil.
Yes, they're not getting their assets back, and that was like their cars,
homes.
They still have their home, but it was like stuff like in their house, cars, cash, jewels, and stuff. Even stuff like memorabilia, stuff like their father's watch. And
How
stuff
can
like
they
that.
even do that like legally?
That's
Romania.
legal.
This is Romania, nigga.
Yeah, that's not America.
It bit him in the ass.
Shit.
It bit him in the ass. But there was a clip from like back in the day where he was like,
"Oh yeah,
I live in Romania intentionally because the system is corrupt, but it's corrupt for everybody. It's not like in America where you gotta pay to play.
Pretty much.
You go to Romania and the average person can get pulled over and try to, get their way out of a little parking ticket or something like that.
It's the same way in a lot of those
it's
countries.
just crooked. Like in Mexico, get a nigga $5, the cop will turn around.
You can do that in Jamaica, but the problem is you're gonna have to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Jamaicans
that's
aren't nice
scary
people.
thing too. That's the scary thing too. Or that's the crazy thing because it's like Andrew Tate used to flex that, which is a spit in the face once you get arrested. To where now we
double-edged sword.
Yeah, now we get to use it to your disadvantage and not give you back $15 million worth of assets. But it's like that is a weird thing though. That's just a weird thing, man. But yeah, I just saw they denied their appeal. because they like ruled that they'll keep the assets and then they try to appeal it. They denied their appeal.
Damn.
So it's like fucked up. And their case is still open. Like it's not even done yet. And then if they get found innocent, I still don't think, because the way their laws work, they'll just keep saying, no, we're not going to open the case back up. We just took your shit.
Or they can just keep the case open forever.
Or keep
There's no such thing as due process.
Yeah, they just have, it's just, bro, that's the thing,
There's
bro.
no structure over there.
Yeah,
There's
bro.
there's no right to a speedy trial. Nigga.
It's not what we're used to. Our story. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, bro. Like, bro, getting locked up abroad, nigga.
And niggas are complaining about here, but try that shit out there, nigga.
Bro, niggas are playing by different rules in other countries. Nigga. Like,
they're almost not playing.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Almost,
Like,
nigga. It's not a game at all.
Yeah, nah.
Niggas get American. Like, I never felt more patriotic till I went to like Italy and Spain, nigga. I was like, nigga, I'm American. Fuck this.
It's so
country.
much better than you niggas.
I was like, what the fuck? Like,
It's
nigga,
weak
you hate
ass
me?
country.
Nigga, I'm American. Fuck out my face type
Yeah,
shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you niggas are slaves over here type shit. Like, bro, like,
We're the
nigga,
only
I got
people-
patriotic as fuck when I went overseas, nigga. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm not fucking with this shit, nigga. Y'all, I don't like this shit, nigga.
Yeah,
Like,
nah.
get me back to the States, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And you see that red, white, and blue give you that bravado, nigga.
It does, bro.
We the only
'Cause-
people that can go somewhere else
Because
and demand
shit.
English.
It be little shit too. Like you get arrested, nigga. It's like certain countries that we have like real partnerships with and shit like that. Say no, nigga. Call the embassy, nigga. Call the American embassy in this country,
But
nigga.
that's
You
why
know what I'm
those.
saying?
But
Like-
that's,
My representative.
Yeah, 'cause
that same
I need an
thing-
American representative.
that same thing is the reason why those videos of Karens in other countries are hilarious.
What you mean?
Like you ever seen like it was like a Karen on a boat? It
Karen
might have been
in
like
China and
Jamaica or
shit.
somewhere.
I ain't
She
never
was trying to
seen- I've
tell
never
him.
seen other
she
country
was-
Karens
Oh
before.
yeah, she was like
That
trying to
sounds
tell the nigga
hilarious.
like she was trying to tell the nigga like what's gonna happen, what not to do. The nigga like kicked her off the boat, like threw her in the water
She
type
was
shit.
complaining
Like,
about the safety regulations.
bitch,
She got
shut up.
popped.
You don't own this. This is my. I'm the captain, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Let the Ivan do it.
yeah, like
Nigga, that's
They
what
go
happened
to
with Camron. Camron got patriotic on fucking M4.
Melyssa,
You're not even from here. Like,
Bitch,
why
check
are you,
your papers.
How dare you talk to me? Like, niggas get patriotic when certain shit happens, bro.
And that's
Like,
the thing.
black
He's probably
people-
not even patriotic. It's just this bitch not from here.
Yeah,
so it's like,
exactly. It's like,
Why are you over here doing shit?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like how dare you try to bug up on me? You're not even a fucking American. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even go back and forth with American women. Like, let alone a Canadian.
man, y'all niggas not gonna talk about this shit with that much enthusiasm, nigga. I am not from here either,
But
bitch.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying,
Not playing.
niggas turn up when that shit happens.
No,
though.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Lord, nigga. You just man, you don't got a social security card, nigga.
I get what you talking about.
I'm playing it.
All right, let's go over to Brilliant Idiots. So, Brilliant Idiots. Charlamagne's been really nice to Alex Media recently, and I appreciate you for doing that.
Yo, on
'cause, you
fucking
know,
purpose.
yeah, because we know you didn't. We know based on past episodes, Alex couldn't even get 2 cents in the conversation. But since
I don't like how they both just laughed it off like it wasn't a real thing.
bruh, Alex laughed it off because he's like, I'm glad somebody said it. He laughed it off because it's
like
like
laughing at the pain.
He laughing at the pain because nigga, we all Brilliant Idiots watchers know
Nigga.
Alex got no respect on his opinion when it came from Charlamagne.
Never.
Bruh, no.
He shoot that shit down immediately, nigga.
Bruh, I don't have the time for it, but if a Brilliant Idiots fan is watching this, just put a compilation together, everything from last episode back. So not this most recent episode, 2 episodes ago. Just go
In
back
yonder,
in history.
nigga,
In yonder. Just you could just do the new studio, which is all this year.
Yeah.
Anytime the nigga tried to speak, Charlamagne was just disgusted at what he had his 2 cents to add.
Yeah.
But, you know
I
what I'm saying?
can't believe you even thought that.
Yeah, but so Charlamagne, thank you for being nice to Alex Media because he deserves it. Now, one thing I did want to bring up. Oh, let's bring up.
He deserves it?
Yeah, he's
He
black.
deserves it. Alex is a solid nigga, man.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, I fuck with Alex.
Wait a minute. You?
I like Alex. I don't think he's necessary.
No, that's Lauren. You are absolutely correct.
Whatever.
Because when we first talked about this And we was like, Alex gets shut down every time. You was like, yes, and thank you for that. Fuck Alex. That's what you said.
Yeah. I did not say fuck Alex.
Well, I put a little steam on it. But essentially, you was like,
you had to sell it.
You know, you feel me? It's like,
No, but
we need these clicks, baby.
No. I still stayed on my same thing. I don't be looking for Alex 2 cents too, but you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be mean to the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Like, you can agree to disagree.
I'd be like, Alex on Brilliant Idiots, I don't think his 2 cents are normally necessary, but when it does work, it works. It just doesn't work often. But Charlamagne is so consistent on being mean to the nigga when he does throw it. It's like, fuck it. Yeah, go in on this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Which is ironic because that's what we get on him being like too nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we get on him being like too nice and kind of too soft.
A little PC.
And now we're kind of
yeah.
But Charlamagne can never be perfect. Fuck
but
it.
Charlamagne is, he'll be mean to his friends, but he won't be mean to the other niggas going at him. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll throw like subs at niggas. You know,
which I can respect that. You get what I'm saying? Because when you being mean to your friends, it's not in hate.
Unless it's too consistent. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It depends.
It depends. It's like that's just like when that's like when niggas like. There's a lot of people who treat like their family members worse than their actual friends.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like you be like, "That's my cousin, but I don't really fuck with that nigga for real." You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga treat me worse than my homie. You know what I'm saying? Or my brother, my sister. Like that shit happens. It's kind of worse when you're taking it out on the closest people to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, blood don't mean shit. This niggas fighting their cousins.
Yeah,
this niggas fucking their cousins.
Yeah, dead ass. But yeah, let's watch Charlamagne throw more little sub disses at us. Let's soak up some Brilliant Idiots clout.
Well, that's it. I don't believe you, Alex.
I mean, there is a lyric that's very close to that.
Yeah, I don't believe that that's the lyric.
I said I'm not quoting correctly.
But this could just be me not liking you, as the internet says, which isn't true.
Why don't you like me, Charlotte?
I don't know why people say that. It's the stupidest shit in the world.
That's crazy.
Well,
I don't know. I've never heard that lyric.
Yeah, it was Charlotte.
It's funny. He was like, people say I disagree with you right after you disagree with him.
Yeah, Homeroom. Yeah, right. Homeroom University says you hate him. Just make sure you drop our name next time you throw a sub disc.
And Charlamagne getting old, but he still ties his Timbs like properly. You notice that?
Yeah, man.
That was good lace work right there. That's young nigga lace work.
Yeah.
Charlamagne is a man of standards, no matter if he's, parading for black women too much.
Nigga, you parade for black women.
Nigga, you hate black women.
I love them. I just realistically love them.
What? That sounded crazy.
I don't fake love them. I don't fake. I realistically love them. I don't like, I just love black women. Like, he's grandstanding.
Yeah, which is what I do, man, I guess.
Holy shit.
Tony hates black women.
Is that a new Camron freestyle? No,
that's a year ago.
I was about to say, if this nigga went up to flex, he started dropping bars.
All the rings on.
I was about to say, fuck Brilliant Idiots, nigga, hit play. I need to hear that shit now.
This nigga pulled up like Grandmaster Flash.
That would be his response. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that would be some shit. Yeah, that would be. Okay, let's stay on Brilliant Idiots. Oh, yeah, let me steal a topic from the Reddit. This is all about last episode. Did y'all watch this week's episode? I didn't watch it. I only got 30 minutes. Yeah, I
watched all that shit. Yeah,
but I only got 30 minutes in.
I didn't get able to. I wasn't able.
I'm about you. I'm like 20 some minutes in.
Anything notable?
Nah. Schultz is back. Shit.
Yeah.
Schultz is back. Yeah. Shout out to Schultz being back.
Another episode. Won't bad.
No, I do. Staying on Alex Media though. I think Alex is shooting a documentary or something.
Oh, really?
I think there's no proof behind this, but
you might be announcing it.
Go to his Instagram.
I hope I'm bursting a bubble. Yeah, go to his go to the Brilliant Idiots most recent episode, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say this. I haven't done all the research, but we can do it live on the show. I think he's shooting something for himself. He has a VHS camera set up pointed only at him.
Well, go to this.
Go to that. Yep.
All right.
Niggas look comfortable as a bitch.
Yo.
Yeah, go to one you see. Go back the other way so that so I can finish watching it.
Watching this without volume is funny,
bro.
Why this nigga look like a b-boy?
It's like heaven and hell. One's wearing black.
Oh yeah, there it was. Right there.
It's just two opposite sides.
Yo, these niggas comfortable as shit in these chairs.
This nigga looks crazy.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's a little too much lap though. Fuck.
Why are you looking at his pelvic bone?
You might have to go back one frame.
Why are you watching me look at it?
I'm not watching it. I heard you.
That's even gay.
You're talking
right
so
there,
loud.
right there. Yeah. You see that VHS camera that's set up directly pointed only at him?
Yeah.
That's something. That's for something. That's not for anything content based.
And bro,
that's
I think
for his content.
I think that's for his camera. I thought, isn't that his camera?
No, because that VHS is completely different. He has his own camera, which we're looking at right now.
There's another angle of him too.
There's two angles of Alex,
Yeah.
but this is a VHS specifically. And I went to his Instagram, and I don't see him dropping any VHS footage at all on his Instagram.
Yo, they might be just trying to get like some. They might be worrying about the documentary in 30 years.
Yeah, so that's why I'm
You know
like,
what
I
I'm
wonder
saying?
I wonder where that footage is going. Mind you, I'm not mad. I will watch a fucking Alex Media documentary because
why not?
Because I remember when Schultz was talking about him, like it started like they met in the DM and he hit him on some, like he was ripping his content, making reels and type shit, and sending it to Schultz. Like I think that's how their relationship started.
That'd be a lot to go through for his own
personal records.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for the documentary.
There's probably a better way to film it.
And then it's like, what
But
monumental
what is that
shit is
for,
he
though?
saying?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it's for.
I'm just putting documentary on it just because I feel like putting that word on it.
I feel what
don't
you
know.
mean, though.
I don't know what it is.
There's
though.
something. There's some
I
sort of
feel like
content from it.
I want to know where that content's going. Where the
Yeah.
fuck is that going? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
feel
Alex
that.
is good at what he does, but what you got playing, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It might be too early to plan it, to announce it. You know, he might be gathering all the data and the footage he needs to really make a piece of art.
I hope I'm on to something.
You might be on to something.
You might be on to something.
He might be making a case for something, and he might be marking the timestamps in which he needs to. He might be doing that in real
Yeah.
time. Like you say, he might be marking the timestamps in which he needs to cut shit, doing whatever.
AJ's either on the cutting edge or he's schizophrenic.
I mean, it's complete. It's complete bullshit.
You really got a crystal ball, or you
But
just read
honestly,
too much
like
into this.
Charlemagne's
Does he have that camera on?
Charlemagne, like the way he addresses Homreroom University, it makes me just want to create the worst narratives. It just makes me want to create the wildest, most untrue narratives with the brilliant idiots only.
They
now.
see what sticks. Oh,
Why,
because
you
you're
feel
just
it's-
trying to see what goes back and lands on their podcast.
But everything that we say about them lands on their podcast. It's not even close. It's
kind of beautiful.
Yeah, it's not even close. Like it's not even close. It's if we have a Charlemagne in the title, Bray Idiots in the title. There's a sub that's coming within 1 to 2 weeks. It's not even close.
Wow. Whoa. Because this is Brilliant Idiots is my personal favorite podcast.
Yeah.
You know, we start the show off with this is your favorite podcast, nigga. Like,
I fell off.
living proof of this.
I fell off,
still
but
watch
I
it
got
every
back
week.
on. I got back on this year.
Yeah, I still watch every week.
But I had fallen off like last year.
What made you fall
Yeah.
off? The inconsistency?
The inconsistency, and it just wasn't as funny as it used to be.
Yeah.
I haven't watched like a full Brilliant Idiots episode in like 6 months, nigga.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprising, right?
I'll be on it.
Nigga, I be on it every week.
I be talking
I fell
shit like
off-
I do.
Me and Nance used
I'm
to
like
talk
one of
because,
the-
like those first like Brilliant Idiots is what 8 years in. Shit, those first 5 years, I didn't miss an episode.
Strong,
for
nigga.
sure. I did not miss an
I was
episode.
definitely
Nigga
missed
running
that
back to
episode.
him and shit.
Yeah, I probably didn't miss an
Mm-hmm.
episode in the first 5, but between years 6 through 8, I was like, once niggas started moving around. Well, I guess 6 through 8 was that's only 2 years. So I guess even before I fell off right before COVID. You know what? I took that back. I probably fell off when I started working at the call center because it was less time to listen because I'm talking to fucking customers all day.
And then your brain's become a robot.
Bro, my brain is fried at the end of a fucking 40, 50 hour
Talking
work
to
week and then
35
listen to
people.
niggas talk for 2 hours and then the episodes not be that great.
Oh, you see, that's beautiful to me. Like,
You
get
know,
off work, get high.
but I didn't think the episodes
Listen
are
to the
falling
pod.
off too though. Like they
You see-
weren't nearly as funny.
I'm kind of like a old school Dallas Cowboys fans when it comes to these niggas.
Yeah, you're still there. You're still there for the golden era.
Yeah, literally. I wear
Yeah.
the jersey even though they not in the season tournament, whatever the fuck. No
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
Bowls.
And every time they put up 30, you're like, I told you this nigga still got it.
I still taste a nigga in the stands for
You
him.
think I think they're contenders for the most improved podcast this year.
Who, Charlamagne? and them?
Brilliant Idiots.
I feel like that's
I don't know about
disrespectful.
That might be cheating.
I feel like it's disrespectful.
Most
a little bit.
improved? I don't know about that.
They were weak. They were falling off.
They wasn't.
They're still not. They
ass.
still haven't improved that
They were
much.
never
Ass.
falling off.
Yes, they were. The quality was not hitting like
it's
it
too,
was.
It's too
for a
late in
while.
the year for it to say the most improved. I don't know.
Most improved is crazy.
Because they've only done like it's only been like.
Told you I'm out here getting dirty buckets. Nigga.
Yeah, it's only.
He just wants to get mixed. Apparently, he's most improved podcast.
I'm out here getting dirty buckets in this bitch.
Yeah, nah, we can't even trust.
It's
what
only
he
been like
says.
6 weeks where I could say I've been like thoroughly like laughing a lot.
No, hold up. No, hold
Except
the fuck
for
up.
the-
Hold the fuck up.
He's about
hold
to double
up.
down.
No, hold
Here
up.
it
Yeah, I'm
comes.
doubling
He
the
about
fuck
to double
down.
down.
Fuck.
No, because we had plenty of episodes. Bro, the first Where's Wax?
Multitude.
The Where's Wax episode was like our first 5 episodes. Like that clip, which was our most viral Brilliant Idiots clip, we pretty much alluded to the fact that the shit has not been the same since Wax left. Like,
Correct.
So we can mark.
Well, of course, it hasn't.
Yeah, but it's like we've had several clips where we're just like, yeah, we watch it. It was our first favorite podcast, but this shit ain't hitting on nearly what it was hitting on before. Like, we've had several clips throughout the year.
Absolutely.
And then then we had clips about this show where we were like, yo, this last episode was fire, nigga. That shit was funny as hell.
But those
Like,
clips just started happening. So I'm saying,
and that's new.
Right, so
Which
I'm
means
saying-
all year was lacking.
but they got to keep it consistently long enough for us to say this is the most improved. If they don't do this next week, it's like, are you the
niggas
most improved?
just turn around. They roar
You know what I'm
them all.
I feel what Lauren is
Oh,
saying.
I get
No,
what
I
you're
get,
saying.
I get what you're saying too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They haven't been striking consistently enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, too late,
Yeah,
not soon
yeah.
enough.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Most improved sounds crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
it's
kinda-
not. It's
sounds
a
a little
good
crazy.
take, honestly, though.
No, it's not.
It's not a crazy.
It's
take.
not a crazy take. I know he's
That's
coming.
like saying. That's like saying.
Who else improved?
That's like saying.
Rory and Maul did.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It's not the most flushed out take. I don't give a fuck though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
But it's nice though.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't.
That's his mess. He's got to lay in that bed.
But I don't think they were like ever that bad, even during
No,
their
they
bad
weren't.
No,
phases.
it wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
no,
and that's
It
why-
was boring. It was a little
it was getting
but it
boring,
wasn't
though,
like
for sure.
bad.
And born.
It was
might
still
be
a good
biased.
podcast
I'm probably
amongst
biased
podcasts.
because these my favorite
Yeah, for
niggas. But like, even when it was bad, it was never terrible.
No, but it just wasn't what we knew it could be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Amongst the podcast sphere, there's still obviously
And on
great
top,
podcasters.
man, that shit was trash for a nice little minute. Because we're also talking about. We're adjusting to Charlamagne's new PC-ness.
Yeah.
And we're getting drastic cuts in his performance.
Yeah.
Like at the same time of you not being consistent, we didn't even know where the fuck these niggas' studio was gonna be next. Like every week was mystery areas, nigga. And then it was like once every 3 weeks we might get an episode during the time period. You know what I'm saying? Shit was so
They are the only
shit was so
podcast.
confusing for so long, bro.
Yeah, it was. It was fucked
like,
up.
what the fuck has happened? Then we got Charlamagne afraid to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro.
They make me work. They make me work to listen. Like I have to work to listen.
It was like I was chasing them for good content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. And that's another big thing that's different now that Wax is not here, because it's like on those episodes where we can't get Andrew and Charlamagne, it used to just
the
Wax
wild
and
card.
Schultz could just be cooling. Make fun of Taylor.
That is
talking
very
about
true.
some shit.
Yeah.
Chris come in, say something poetic.
You could lose somebody
and still have Wax
because
there,
the Wax
Still,
was
it
there.
was an interchangeable lineup. But you know, now, nigga, one of these heavy hitters is gone, nigga. We don't got nobody off the bench.
No, that's a fact.
We gotta come sub in fucking Nyla Simone or some shit, which is like, you know,
she's cool.
I don't know. She's cool, but I don't think Brilliant Idiots fans are like, yo, Nyla Simone.
I don't get excited when I
You
see
get what
her
I'm
names
saying?
on there. No, I don't.
Nah.
Even though
doesn't do
she's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her
Mandi
clips.
would be cool. I can see Mandi fucking around.
Nah, I'd rather see
Weezy would be cool because her and Alex have a relationship.
Yeah.
Then I think Alex, that would be a good.
I thought they was fucking at one point in time. I'm not gonna lie.
I
That
think we all
confused
did.
me. Yeah.
I think we all did.
But
did.
yeah.
Y'all thought they was fucking?
Yeah, it was it was a joke that like Schultz said one time on Horrible Decisions where shit went left. Like shit, like they really like had like a rift in their friendship type shit. Like on some shit. It was weird. I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was like some. Yeah, there was like a real moment when they were like, when Mandi was like, "You fucked him," and she was like, "What the fuck?" Like it was like some weird shit like that going on.
It was so
I
weird.
can't remember.
It was so personal. You get comfortable hearing about it.
Yeah, even,
uncomfortable hearing.
yeah. During the podcast, I was like, "Whoa, I think I know a little too much about these niggas right now." You know,
this is somewhere else. Nigga. Like, where's
turn
Wax?
the mics off, my nigga.
Wax being this bitch.
That shit got real uncomfortable for me.
He had to deny it a bunch of times back to back and double down on like, no, that's my friend.
Oh yeah, speaking of, and yeah,
This is a working relationship.
And that me having all those opinions that might not 100% been valid, but who gives a fuck? It actually it goes perfectly into this topic that I pulled only strictly off of Reddit.
Okay. Shout out to Reddit.
Yeah, where
what they talking about?
Where Schultz had to remind Charlemagne, you can still have fun on a podcast.
He did.
It's like, fuck, nigga.
Without calling bitches.
Without using bitch or
without calling hoes bitches.
Or getting defamation lawsuits.
You can't do anything except for report about what actually came out in this situation. He got sued. He settled
his whole head.
For all of it?
I don't know.
I heard all of it.
If he did, I think the conversation we could have without, becoming products of a lawsuit ourselves.
Well, we could just say allegedly for everything right now, and then we could start having fun again.
But even with that, what's the point of that though?
That's fun.
So we can have fun.
Yeah, it's fun until it's not you. That could easily be anybody in this room.
No.
Yeah, it could be.
Not that shit.
But the assume makes it crazy.
What was they talking about?
They were talking about Diddy's allegations.
Yeah, Diddy's allegations.
Oh, I'd say Gillie.
And it kind of makes sense. It's like, Charlemagne's a little touchy on this subject. Like, nigga, have you heard of a company called 𝙼𝙾𝚃𝚃?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, goddamn. But it's like that exchange is the essence of the Brilliant Idiots. That's what we bought in for.
Mm-hmm.
So
just the bite, just the tug of war.
Let's talk about how my point was fucking shaky in the beginning, and I just rounded that bitch all the way out.
Well,
let's just talk about
with
that
the
tape.
clip.
We shout out to Reddit, nigga.
We've lost a little bit of the idiotness, the idiot nature.
The idiotness is gone.
Well,
there's still idiotness.
I'm still getting dirty buckets.
Yeah, this nigga flagrant fouls. Just let him score. Damn, it's a free throw, nigga.
This nigga knocking him out the air.
Yeah, nah.
Damn,
he's definitely safe. And
that was full circle right
Charlemagne's.
there. I even turned you a little bit.
Who?
You.
Nah. Pause.
Yeah, you turned him.
In what way?
I did. You heard it.
Where?
You heard it.
Would you like to reiterate it so we can discuss it?
Just play it back. There's
Play
no
it
point in going
back.
back.
No, see, it didn't happen. Yeah. He's still getting dirty buckets.
What would you say?
Who knows, nigga?
But yeah.
I feel like Jay was playing a different game the whole time.
Nah, man.
No, Jay at first was like, this nigga is bugging with this most improved. Like, you done lost your fucking mind.
I think it's still a little bit,
It's still crazy.
That's a little
but
egregious.
That's the clip. And I'm not even going to title it that, but like.
I get what you.
Actually, I'll title it that because we won't give them most
You
improved.
find great joy in irritating them.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I get. Bro, Charlemagne getting irritated is one of my favorite things in the world.
But you had to explain why, because this doesn't come from a place of hate.
Oh,
you
no,
were
no,
an
no.
avid fan of Charlemagne the God.
For sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait. Why'd you think about that like that?
Because it's like, I'm not like dying to hear what this nigga has to say now.
Anymore.
Really?
But there was a point in time where that was the case.
Yeah, there was a point in time when that was the case. Like, I'm not like, Charlemagne has a take on something. I'm not rushing
Oh,
to
you're talking
hear
about
it.
just in take format and what we're
Yeah,
talking about.
and
But you're
just
not
like-
dying. You're not dying to hear what he has to say and like for real. Like if he was his homie, like you want to hear his real takes. Still.
Oh, his real takes, but I'm not gonna, I'm not getting his real takes. I'm talking about his content, Charlemagne.
I got you.
I got you. If,
On-air personality.
Yeah, like
PC Charlotte.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
right.
Charlemagne has a take on Diddy. I'm not rushing to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Charlemagne has a take. I'm not rushing to hear that.
True.
If I hear it on the timeline, I hear it on the timeline. Sometimes I might listen to the beginning of it, hear what energy he has, and keep scrolling. Like, I'm not dying to hear what he has to say because he hasn't figured out his. We've talked about this too. He might not want to figure this out. He might not be making content for me no more.
That's true.
At the end of the day. So it's like, this new take might be for his new demographic, which is completely fine.
Because I tried to watch him on the Daily Show recently.
Oh, really? How was that?
Yeah, I still meant to.
I still haven't seen the most recent appearance, but I saw
the most
the one
recent one.
right before that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and I keep forgetting to watch the Daily Show, but I can't even act like I watched it when Jon Stewart was there. So I'm like, I don't know what a.
Watched it with Trevor Noah.
But it's the same
Or Trevor
thing.
Noah.
Like,
You know, I saw Trevor Noah live do stand up. That shit was funny.
It's funny.
Saw him in Durham.
Funny nigga.
Me and my mom went. That shit was lit.
He's hilarious.
So
he's
it's
a
like,
nigga you take your mom to see.
My mom, yeah. That shit was lit, bro. It was lit. And nigga,
Noah.
talk about shit starts on time. Like, there's certain people, like, you go to see them live.
Yeah.
Nigga, he had one opener. This nigga he did like 10 minutes of jokes. Trevor Noah was on stage for an hour and 15. He's like, all right, thank y'all for coming. Have a good night. I was like, that was nice. Nigga, we out of here. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
beautiful. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, me and my mom.
Efficient.
Yeah, shit like that. So it's like,
nigga, this is Trevor Noah. He's a grown man.
Bruh, and it was.
And he's South African,
South
right?
African,
Yeah,
yeah.
South African.
And it was
it's about the apartheid.
And it was funny. The opening nigga was okay, but he was on stage so little, it didn't even matter if he was good.
Yeah.
He just got niggas a little bit hype. He wasn't even on stage long enough to get me hype, really. Like
he was just there to fill
He was
time.
just there, yeah. So the Trevor Noah shit.
Trevor Noah. I haven't seen Trevor Noah like stand up in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daily Show host job is very demanding.
Yeah, I was about to say shit's stressful.
So yeah, man.
You gotta do this shit
So
every
yeah,
fucking day.
I don't know if Charlamagne makes content for my demographic anymore.
What's your demographic?
My demographic is
niggas that look like they could be feds.
No. My demographic is just not PC niggas or calculated PC at least.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like his isn't even calculated. His is just fear. Like I don't want to hear that shit. Like I don't want to be able to
want that bad
anxiety, nigga.
Yeah, I don't want to be able to telegraph all your responses.
Yeah.
That's not fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like Joe Budden still because this nigga's crazy. And I don't know what he might say. He might take the mature route. He might completely lose his fucking mind. That is entertaining to me still.
Either route he goes, he's good at it.
Either route, I'm going to be entertained more than
And
likely.
at least there's an option. You know what I'm saying?
At least I have an option. Like,
Yeah.
That's the biggest
Like with
thing.
Charlamagne, you know exactly what he's a kind of linear right now. You know
Niggas
what I
can
mean?
give us 20 questions, general interview.
Yeah.
All of us can answer what Charlamagne would say.
More than likely.
More than likely.
Let's do it. How do you feel about black women?
Man, if you don't have a black woman by your side, you're really not experiencing what
And you
life
have
could
to think
be.
about
You
it this
probably
way.
aren't a black man if you don't have a black woman by your
That's
side.
a whole thing. Let's talk about how there's only black women running my operation. Let's talk about how I wasn't shit until I took the power of a black woman seriously.
You got a middle-aged melanin militia.
Like, I mean, I can go for days.
Yeah, I was
nigga.
about to say, I started to believe you. I said, oh, shit.
I thought you was about to say
where
the
them hoes been at?
honorable Elijah Muhammad said. I thought you was about to jump on
Oh
the
yeah,
stage.
man. It's not,
Start getting
it's
proper
not
sinners.
hard. So it's like, and that's the thing that like frustrates me is just like, the thing that frustrates me a little bit is just like, you can be PC, just you have to learn how to be more, I don't think he's figured out his calculation.
He hasn't found like the perfect way of expressing himself
yes.
without like being belligerent, kind of like a nigga in the process.
Yeah,
it's kind of a
yeah.
hard thing because when you've been doing it for 40 years or like 30 years, just
however long
one
he's
just
been
one
doing
way.
Yeah.
You know, you get caught in that habit.
Yeah, but you would think that he would figure that. I don't
No,
know.
he's definitely figured it out. Y'all just don't like the new takes. That's all it is. It's not like he's like, damn, I can't find a word that's not bitch.
No, because there's still a disingenuous kind of factor to it where he hasn't figured it out.
It's
it's not all the way him.
I don't know.
I honestly
I don't know if
think-
it's disingenuous. It might
Maybe not
be
disingenuous,
a
but
mental block. Like because it's like
it's a business
I got
block.
15 niggas under me. Do I really care to give my opinion on
A
the
business
situation?
block. It's a business
that
block.
much.
Yeah,
You get
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I probably don't, and that's probably what he's thinking. And like, I probably care about feeding my people more than I care about this
Yeah.
point that doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah, niggas can feel when it's genuine or not.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it doesn't feel genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and there's no disrespect to that. Nigga, I'm not going to tell you to stop feeding your family.
And I'm not saying,
You know what I'm
like-
saying? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if I'm your target market anymore?
That's true.
Your target market might be 50 to 60 black America. Like older black women and children, older black women and men. Like
Whoopi Goldberg's audience.
yeah, like that's just literally like you're moving into the Tom Joyner target market type shit. Like that's not me. You know what I'm saying? My mom might be fucking with your shit more than before. My mom didn't fuck with you, but she might like your shit now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, there's nothing wrong with that. Niggas change their target groups all the time. But getting under his skin because he keeps doing this shit, so he does, it bothers him, and I enjoy that. Shout out to you.
Hey man, shout out to Charlamagne, man.
Welcome to Menace Material.
Yeah, man.
This nigga has a lot of free time to just be watching our shit.
Yeah,
He loves us. We're his.
This nigga ain't DM'd
He's our
us
biggest.
yet.
He's
I
been our
feel a
biggest
little
supporter this
disappointed.
year.
Probably our most notable supporter.
No, he's not been our most notable supporter.
Who?
I don't know if this
I'm not gonna
nigga.
say, but he's not our most notable supporter.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Technically speaking, yeah. But we can't speak about that technically, so.
Yeah. Publicly, yes. He's our most notable supporter. Publicly.
I'm always tuning into him though.
Yeah, I'm always tuning in.
I'm always tuning into him though.
I'm still a fan.
Yeah, it's like.
But I'm just a fan with hope.
I'm a fan with hope, and I'm the fan that's really just gonna ride this shit till it falls off. Honestly, like
yeah, I probably am.
Nah, I need something to listen to on Thursdays.
Yeah,
this is a habit. I've been doing it for 7 years.
And I still laugh. Like I still laugh a lot.
Because it's never as bad. It's never as bad or as good as motherfuckers make it seem.
Yeah, but it's
so is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Nah, just in general, like when you like something, you're typically gonna be overzealous about the shit. Like, it's amazing, it's great.
Yeah, that's true.
It's never that good. And when you hate something, you could be a nigga like AJ and just call it trash when it might be recycling.
Well, speaking from Charlemagne, it's 3 people gonna like it, 3 people gonna hate it, and 4 people not gonna give a fuck.
The rule of 10, boy.
Yep. And we learned that from the God himself.
Jesus.
I'm getting these office hours together right now.
You still call him the God.
He did.
I fuck with Charlemagne still.
There's a little hope in there. Like, there's a prayer in there.
I fuck with Charlemagne.
Yeah.
I fuck with Charlemagne, but I fuck with getting under his skin a little bit more right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just it's just fucking fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's fair. I guess you've earned that right through years of loyalty.
That's a whole fact. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Fucking using Bluetooth
That's
promo
true,
codes
that's
and shit. Yeah, fuck it.
I definitely use a Brilliant Idiots Bluetooth promo code.
Nigga, that's the only one I've ever used.
That's true.
I keep using it.
If I was a LeBron James fan for years and years and years, and this nigga started sitting out games, I'd be mad too.
Understandably. Well, it depends though.
Depends on
like,
the reason.
If the nigga's 39, 40, like you.
I'm saying if he's healthy
Low
enough to play
management.
and he's just sitting down, I'm
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah.
Nigga, who?
Yeah. 'Cause that's your favorite player. That's the player you looked up to.
that's what
Stand
you
up and
you wanna
dribble.
see.
You know.
I'm not sure how I feel about that statement.
I'm not sure. You feel wholeheartedly about that statement because that's what you just said.
Well, I don't
though.
like how you painted it like that's what I meant.
Because I put
like a political bet.
I
like
put some stank on it, but
You
that's what
did.
you meant in your soul.
You've been doing that a little bit this episode.
Yeah, just a little
Had
bit.
some sauce on some
yellow
shit.
journalism.
I sent 5 attachments to you,
That's
right?
not yellow
Yeah, I got 'em.
journalism.
Okay, good. Okay.
I'm about to pull them
What
up
is
one by
yellow
one.
journalism?
All right, Charlemagne, we done
It's
with you.
fake news, nigga.
I feel like it's something more evil.
Charlemagne, we'll
It's
see
fake
you.
news.
We'll see you next week, nigga.
I think.
Actually, give us some credit too. We spiced up the Brilliant Idiots because y'all niggas got right when we were living in y'all Ask an Idiot for a month straight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
a
You
whole-
trying to make this nigga commit suicide, nigga. Fuck. Shit, we spiced up your little question and answer thing.
Yeah. We got niggas asking questions about wax
Give
and
this
shit.
nigga a migraine.
Nigga, send me an Idiot's trophy for the year.
Oh, God. Send me a loudspeaker.
All right, ask it. I'm bugging.
Oh, it sound like he up under your skin, nigga. What the fuck was that?
Got me.
Oh, shit.
Rent free.
I hope he clicked off by the time you said that, nigga.
Y'all niggas are probably blackballed mortal enemies.
Yeah. That was a rent-free situation. That was rent-free. Yeah, he got me rent-free.
That's crazy.
He won the battle.
But he
You
might
might
not
get
won
the
the
war.
war.
You might get the
I
war.
might get the war, but he got
That
that
little
battle.
petty little tidbit, Point Charlemagne, nigga.
Point Charlemagne for sure. All right, office hours is a segment every week where you hashtag office hours in the comments.
Yeah.
Ask us a question, blase blah. We'll get to them on the next following show. And we got 5 again, and we're like lucky number 5, which is even better.
That's beautiful.
All right, office hours. Is there a big gap in popularity between male podcasting and female podcasting? We just talked about that. I watch a wide range of
always
podcasts, and they're all male. They're all male. They're dominated. Is there any good female podcast? For clarity, I mean like JBP or Nut Boys, not the Joe Rogan interview style where they're just interviewing guests. I'm talking 3 or more women covering topics in media.
Fuck you asking us.
We literally just talked about this earlier in the
Because we're the
episode. It was in the Mandi section, I think.
Yeah, it
The
was.
Mandi versus Joe section.
Which was technically Melyssa's section, but yeah.
Which is technically Melissa's
What type
section.
of
But the
question
only
is
ones that I
this?
can think of off the top of my head is
Call her daddy?
See, the thing is Horrible Decisions,
Call her daddy.
Call Her Daddy. Sophia's interview style, though.
How was what you call it doing? The one with the Poor Minds, how they doing?
They're still going. Poor Minds for sure.
Are they going strong?
Yeah, I think they're going strong still for sure. Yeah, Poor Minds is
I
still
haven't been
killing
watching.
it.
I haven't watched this shit really.
They're part of the 85 South Network.
Yeah.
You know, the Listen While You Shit brand, they have like their own like 2 girls under
Shout out to
them.
them too.
Oh,
Shout out to them
okay.
good
Yeah,
brothers.
they got them
Yeah,
two
shout out to them.
girls.
Listening while you shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucked up because I don't have. I'm sure there's more.
Right.
But I don't have a bunch of female podcasts that I just have off the top that I'm listening to.
Because we don't even listen to them. Yeah.
That'd probably be gay. Right now, I got a wonderful selection.
This nigga Jake Noble said, "The fuck, nigga."
This question is crazy.
He's been saying that the whole time, Loki.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know, bro. I name the ones that I, and it's the fucked up part. I'm naming the ones that I know about. I don't know how well they're doing.
Yeah,
I don't know how well any of them are doing.
Well, I think this does answer the question a little bit. It sounds like there is a big gap.
Actually, I mean, there's what's those two older white women? They have a podcast. I've seen they shit a couple times.
Older? How old are we talking?
Like old, like 50.
Are they black?
White. They're two old blonde white women, and they have a podcast. And you can dead ass probably Google that.
You talking about Roseanne? Well, no, that's
two blonde white. Okay,
no,
two
it's
blonde
crazy
white
because
women.
he said it. I was thinking Martha Stewart. Like,
I don't think neither of those people are blonde.
Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot about
Roseanne.
that
I just think cigarettes. Just fucked up.
But yeah, cigarettes and conservatives.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Patriot. But apparently there is a big wide range.
I've had it pod.
I've had it pod.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
What are they talking about?
Everything they've had.
Being a boomer?
6.4 million views.
They're fucking booming. Then.
Yeah, nah,
y'all haven't heard of them.
Yeah, nah.
Nigga, fuck y'all. These niggas are the biggest white women ever.
Right. All right. So I will say in urban podcasting, there is a disparity, a huge disparity in urban. I'd say in urban podcasting.
Seems that way.
Seems like the white podcasting they're doing okay.
Like,
what is it bad?
Shit.
What does this even mean?
You want to hear
is Bobby
women speak?
Altoff even podcasting anymore?
Yeah,
I'm sure she's still going. Yeah.
What the fuck happened to her?
I don't know about that shit.
She got to find new people to talk to.
Yeah.
That's
she got to
true.
find a new culture to
podcast based.
hop in on.
Interview based.
Well, I think those podcasts typically just turn into like daytime talk shows, right?
They could, but the TV don't have the audience.
Well, I'm saying that's what
sense.
the format is. I don't know.
No, not yet.
Is there a big gap in popularity?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's a
there
huge
is.
gap because
I think honestly, with podcasting is just like sports. Like women won't even watch women's sports.
Right.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
And
like-
I think there's only so much. There's only so many sex podcasts a woman can listen to.
I don't know about that. They
and
buy
honestly,
erotica books
there's a
back to
lot.
back.
There's a lot of women podcasts, but like I know about this one woman podcast. Like it's like these two girls, but they have like a murder mystery. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say
like
true
it's a bunch
crime.
of them. You know what I mean? But like, and
But
I think it depends on the genre.
And he means the style of like,
which doesn't count. You know, in the context.
Yeah, that doesn't
but
even
like,
count. Yeah, true.
and I mean,
He means
I
like
don't think
motherfuckers just kicking it and podcasting.
you might have to go to Brazos to see that nigga.
Well, you used to
a bunch
have
of women
you used to
talking.
have B Simone, but that just
Yeah, that
See,
ended.
the relationships don't last long enough.
I
man.
don't think women like each other enough to stick around.
Yeah, nah, nigga. It's a lot of
too much truth to that. It hurts.
the nigga said,
You
is,
need a man breaking that beef up.
is there any good female
They cycle starts
podcasts?
sinking and shit gets wicked, man.
Every time, nigga. It never fails. Somebody fucking rush past somebody else's man.
Unless y'all know a woman's podcast, specifically what they're talking about. 2 to 3 women just not guest based, sitting around kicking it, drop them shits in the comments.
And not talking about the pussy holes.
Yeah, and not talking about sex. Yeah, that's a big caveat.
But you see, that's one of those things where it's like, can't even throw that at the bitches because it's like
they're not even watching them.
Not even that, because it's like it's redundant. Like if we see a girl with big titties, we can spend however long we want talking about her titties. We'll try to keep it under 2 minutes, but like that's it. You feel me? Like anything over 2, it's like, all right, guys, it's like what the fuck. But
this is getting nasty.
it's like if it's 2 women on a pod, they're gonna be talking about sucking penis. Most likely, it's 2 bitches. It just makes sense.
Right,
Like you can probably go to every LOI episode and you'll find like at least 5 minutes of us like, you know,
just objectifying.
20.
I mean,
15
objectifying. I mean, that's a strong word, but we're talking about some women, nigga, discussing some politicking about some lovely ladies. You know.
All right, let's get to this next one. All right, who wants to do that one?
Fellas,
shit.
I didn't run off with the promo. I actually listened to the pod on Apple, and I'm on the Patreon. We're doing a small live pod on December 9th. Nigga just exhausted.
Oh, damn. That was on my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's the context of this?
You remember? Oh boy, that we put
That
up
was
that podcast.
remember we pulled up their podcast.
Okay,
And then I was like, I didn't see the last nigga comment. And this nigga ran off with the promo.
Yeah. See you, sucker.
Honestly, I shouldn't even have screenshot. I'm kind of glad I screenshot that, but that wasn't even an office hours.
Yeah, I just realized it wasn't either.
Yeah.
So I took it off real quick.
But that was kind of perfect though.
Mm-hmm.
Office hours.
Was there?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Was there a time where a girl was feeling you and you fumbled the bag? Any funny stories?
Yeah, that's definitely happened.
Oh my god, I got one right
shit.
now I can go to. I think every real nigga has fumbled a baddie, but one of my worst fumble stories. She was a plant mom. You know, like plant mom chick.
Yeah.
Brown skin, dreadlocks, fine as a motherfucker. Jesus Christ, just skin glowing.
It's normally the first part
She
of it.
told me that she was gonna be wearing her birthday suit and she wanted me to come over, and I didn't know what a birthday suit was.
How old were you?
Nigga, I was too old to not know what a birthday suit was.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. And mind you, I'm getting pussy at this time period.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not green. Like, I have bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just literally had never heard of that before. So she's like literally throwing the pussy at me in text message, and I'm over here like faking it.
He said, "What's how you gonna wear?"
Just goofy nigga
like,
shit.
today's your birthday?
Just goofy nigga shit, bruh.
Yeah.
Go over to her house, smoke the blunt on lunch. Like on some regular shit. She's got a robe on. I didn't even realize it's my cue to just take the robe off. I just smoked the blunt. We do the whole kick it ceremony. Regular, and I take my ass back to work. Never got the opportunity to hit again. I took that back. It did come back to me, but then she like moved to a different state. So it's like it's open. It might still be open now because like we still talk and she's a little slick shit back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
She's just not in this state, and I'm not about to like.
That shit don't even count.
It doesn't even matter. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck?
Like that was years
That's
ago.
another nigga's birthday.
Yeah,
cake
exactly.
now.
Yeah. So that was my craziest fumble because it was literally handed to me.
Yeah.
And my dumb ass, instead of Googling what birthday suit meant.
But part of you probably still just, it's like, I wish you knew, bitch.
Yeah.
Not really. I look at it like I'm kind of like, it's kind of just like an endearing thought now, just because it's like, what an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you'll never forget that.
I'll never forget that shit.
And you know what's crazy? You know what it means now, and a bitch is never gonna text you that again.
I've never had that. I've literally never had that.
You're never gonna have to worry about this shit again.
Like he's always gonna be waiting on this next call.
Nigga, I have not had a bitch ever use birthday suit before or since that period.
Damn, that's crazy.
She's kind of a weird bitch for that, but you know.
Kinda, low key. But shout out to her, man.
You weird for not fucking her.
Funny stories.
Yeah, so
That's
that
probably
was,
how she felt.
Yeah.
She probably felt like disgusted with herself.
She probably was like, "What's?" She probably thought I was.
She couldn't get fucked, so she
the
probably just felt
goofiest nigga
stupid.
in the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like she did everything. But did y'all have any stories?
Funny stories, man. It's like I got some stories. Of course, there's the one where like I didn't really fumble the girl. The bitch really fumbled me. That was the ghetto bitch. She started telling me how she had her baby at 12 and it was by a nigga who was 26 years old.
Oh yeah.
Big soft now.
Yeah, that shit made shit
I
weird.
remember that. Yeah,
that
I
was
remember
funny.
that.
The trauma dump.
I lost this not even lost because she came back. Funny, always do.
That's a whole fact. They definitely come back.
It was this white bitch. I met her. I met her at McDonald's actually at the window. So I met this bitch, got her number. We texting, it's whatever, regular Maggie shit. And so,
oh God, I remember. I think I remember this.
Yeah. Well, even if you don't, it don't matter. But so yeah, we texting this shit. She ended up texting me. She ended up telling me like, yeah, she's a fucking like scientist or something. Like the bitch is smart, right? So
like,
this bitch is just ultra smart.
She's not a bum.
So I text her. I'm like, oh damn, bitch, you a genius or something. Like it's something along those natures, but with the word bitch. No, she was white.
Okay.
But I was like, damn, bitch, you a genius. She ended up texting me back a voice memo.
Oh my God.
She was like, I just told my friends like what you said and like they are just disgusted. I'm disgusted.
Oh, she was a liberal.
Like whoop whoop, all this other shit.
Type of white girl.
Ended up seeing her like a week later, 2 weeks later. It was like nothing. It was just like
it was whatever. Yeah.
What's up? You know? What I mean?
Yeah, because it worked. Yeah.
At the time, I was like, I really felt like.
Yeah,
God damn, I should have never. I shouldn't have done that shit. Why did I do that? Why did I text the word bitch?
Yeah, right.
It never rolls off the tongue the same as when you say it.
You thought it was better because Genius was after it or before.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never egregiously fumbled a bag with a bad bitch like this before. Like, I've had shit where, like, we went out and I just didn't text her the next day, and that relationship was just gone.
It
like,
died off.
Nothing ever happened.
Everybody had that.
Yeah, nah. One time, it actually was this one bitch. I ain't realized she wanted to fuck me until it was too late. Kind of like AJ. But she didn't give me, like, the birthday suit signal or nothing.
Yeah.
We just kept hanging the fuck out. So I was like, you know, like, I would just grab your titty, but I don't know if that's cool yet. You ain't shown me nothing yet.
Yeah.
My shit was just I didn't anticipate ending up at this bitch's house, and when my balls wasn't washed, nothing was. Really
Oh, it
ready.
was that day.
My head just wasn't in the game. I was afraid. Like at that time, I was using condoms more than anything. So for me to not have one on me, and this is like the baddest joint to me at the time, and she got naked, I just fumbled the bag on it. I did hit, but it was really quick.
Yeah.
I've definitely fallen asleep on some pussy for sure.
On some pussy or in some pussy?
On.
Okay.
Like.
Are you supposed to fuck?
Like she's on the way or she's coming and I fell asleep or something. I've definitely done that.
Yeah.
Nigga, I've gone over a bitch house and fell asleep.
Yeah, I've done that too. Yeah, for sure. I was able to hit it still, but it just wasn't
like inevitably.
it wasn't a full fumble.
You wake up and fucking.
It was just a momentary fumble. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't.
It's like shit, I fell asleep. I can't fuck right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh shit, nigga! One time I took a blue chew and I was trying to sneak in this bitch house, but her fucking.
First of all, taking a blue chew and trying to sneak into somebody's house,
crazy.
It's crazy.
That sounds crazy.
It's crazy.
And so the shit was, it was smooth because I used to sneak into this shit all the time. Like I had my route, like, I knew which way to cut through the grass and all that shit. So I popped the blue chew mad early. Like
you got to tell context though to the story, like why you got like sneak in. And shit.
For sure, please.
Because at the point in time she's living with her parents, and I'm not allowed to just come at 3 a.m. and fuck their daughter. So that's just not a part. It's not a part of the rules.
Yeah.
So I try to sneak in that shit. Her fucking dad is just downstairs, just lingering, and I can see because the blinds is kind of open. So I'm like, man, like. I only got about 2 more hours of hard dick, and I'm not about to wait 2 hours outside to come in here and fuck it. So the bag was just fumbled.
Oh shit!
Went home. I ain't had blue balls, but I went home with a blue. I wouldn't say that.
All right, but I did
pause when I was back.
That crowded spaces. It was more to his comment. That's why I screenshot it. The office hours was underneath it. That's the one that I just sent you.
Okay, I'll put that one up back first. Then.
Yeah, so this is going back to crowded spaces. That's why I was screenshotted. Okay, who does editing work for you guys? This is an exhausting process to learn as I go, losing sleep in along the way. How does the non-editing cast members assist or make it seamless office hours? So I do the editing. I do the post editing. So editing used to be a lot worse when it wasn't. When White Man was not on the boards.
I was on the boards, but I wasn't on the boards.
He was on the boards, but we weren't doing
this.
It wasn't literal boards.
Yeah, literal boards. Like when we were taking the video and singing it to the audio, nigga, editing took fucking forever.
Yeah.
Like that shit was time consuming as fuck. And get used to not sleeping, nigga. It's 12:30 right now. I'm not going to bed.
Nigga, it's 12:43.
It's 12:43 right now. I'm not going to bed till probably 2:33 in the morning. So go ahead and get used to that shit.
Losing sleep along the way. How does a non-editing cast member's assist or make your life easier? So one of the things is with our show, it's not really much editing necessary.
Honestly,
for the most part,
we try to keep.
And then too, I mean, shit, just being outstanding talent, nigga.
I mean, low key.
You know what I'm saying?
So, like,
shit,
in terms of
and that's only because I haven't had to be like, all right, I gotta pick up my fucking MacBook.
You're right.
Let's get down and dirty. But
right.
For the most part, shit, hey.
But now that Lauren is doing. Pretty much, he's editing as he goes. He's editing as the show is running right now.
Like a live edit.
So all that shit that y'all see, this popping up on the screen, this lower thirds, all these are presets that he already has. So there's a shit ton of editing that's happening live.
Yeah.
And he's just sending me that video. The only editing that I'm doing is going back in there post-wise, busting down the segments, boosting audio a little bit here and there, taking out some words or shit that we shouldn't have said that might get us demonetized. You know, little shit like that.
But
you know?
he does handle all the YouTube headache shit.
Yeah, so the YouTube uploads and all that shit, I'm doing all that shit. So, but Lauren is doing the cover arts and shit. So, yeah, I mean, long story short, nigga, get used to not sleeping, nigga.
I was about to say,
nigga, find some broke interns.
yeah, nigga, because I mean, I'm not sleeping still. So, yeah, it's just what it is.
Or it's just like you just gotta streamline your process. Like the only reason we're losing sleep is because we have day jobs in the morning. For sure. So we're not able to record a little bit earlier in the day. That's the only reason. But it's shit, nigga.
Yeah, and honestly, there's still certain other aspects that are helping because even though I'm doing all like the uploading shit and final exports and stuff, Lauren is gonna take care of the cover arts for me. Like, nigga, if I had to take care of the cover arts too, nigga, like that would be fucking hell. So it's like he's doing the thumbnails. That's alleviating a big burden as well too, because that alone is gonna take a couple hours. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about the thumbnail part is like, you want to have your own kind of thing. So the first figuring that part out first takes a little time to process.
As y'all see, we're doing the same thing every week. But once you get your thing.
But once you get your thing, then it's like, boom, it's easier.
Yeah.
But it still is time consuming as fuck.
Yeah, nigga. So I mean, fuck. I don't know when I get my sleep back. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
When it's full time, nigga. When it's full time.
In about a year, I think. In 6 months to a year, I think I'll be able to save sleep. When it comes to that, but that's
after 5 years of.
That's after 6 years. I think this is 7 actually. Yeah. So March will make it 7 years. So yeah.
Hashtag office hours. Yo, how do you all feel about how Joe and Charlotte kind of dismissed the Cassie situation in favor of Diddy? 50 out here going crazy on socials without fear. Also, I'm from NYC visiting family in Wilmington, my bad, for the holidays. How do y'all fun in these How do y'all have fun in these country ass towns? Well, you ain't gonna have much fun in Wilmington, my nigga.
Well, it's the beach, especially for the holidays. It's gonna be cold.
It's cold, yeah.
So that's a beach town. But Wilmington, North Carolina, if you look up the history on Wilmington, North Carolina, there was like a Black Wall Street there. So there is a lot of Black history. And I'm just throwing it out there. But to be real, it's some bad bitches in Wilmington, North Carolina.
I was about to say, depending on your macking ability, nigga, you should be able to find.
In Wilmington, North Carolina, I ain't gonna hold you. You should get some pussy if you're looking for some.
Yeah, it's Wilmington, nigga.
Wilmington, they're out there.
There's a couple out there.
In all flavors, black, white, whatever you want, they're out there for sure.
Some of them high spenders.
But stay away from the hoods, because when I say the trenches are real out there, nigga, it's lit.
Yeah.
So,
but the problem is some of the bad bitches are in the trenches.
Yes,
that's the problem.
I'm not a Wilmington connoisseur, like in terms of like I never really spent that much time to tell you like stay away from this neighborhood.
Yeah, you don't know what street to
I don't know, but I know that I've been through a couple neighborhoods, and I said this is. I don't even want to stop the car, nigga.
Yeah, use your context clues, nigga.
Yeah, use your context clues.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I was dating a chick from the Wilmington hood one time.
Yeah.
I pulled up out there, with her for a while, and I was like. You was real cute to me afterwards. I was like, baby, I don't know if
they got trenches for real. They got trenches for real in Wilmington. Let's just be clear.
Cool, but yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but you gonna have a family house to go to, but yeah, depending on your Mac, and there's hoes out there.
Yeah, for sure. You're in Wilmington. But what was the first question?
Joe and Charlotte kind of just favor with Diddy in this situation over Cassie.
And they both just scared of getting sued, but 50 showing niggas that you can still be spicy and not get sued.
You can have fun if you say allegedly.
You can have fun if you say allegedly, or just not say shit that's not already public.
Not over, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to break no news.
Or like actually making jokes. Like 50's like actually
just making jokes and shit.
But 50's doing the thing where he's not even making his own jokes. He's just reposting shit and putting a comment on it.
Literally.
Like he's doing the Camron thing where it's like, I'm gonna say it without saying it.
He's literally reposting, and like the caption is like,
nigga,
oh no,
he's doing all the investigative journalism. Here's the evidence, nigga.
Yeah.
Caption.
He's just leaving it to Tasha K.
Yeah.
Really. Reposting her shit.
Yeah. But Joe did double back and double down on a little more.
I think Tasha K just did a live stream with like 10,000 people because she just posted it on her YouTube, like celebrating, like, thank you for the 10,000 people that who were in the live
Who
stream.
was she exposing?
I don't know, but she was going in. 10,000 people in Tasha K live stream.
Yeah, nah.
It's serious.
She probably had Cassie on there
and you know
giving
what?
blood
Also, you know, this is just a random thing, but like I be watching Tasha K just here and there now, even though it's like not content that I'm like, yo, her visuals are crispy as fuck, nigga. Holy shit. Shout out to her husband. Because her husband does all the production shit. That nigga's got that shit. Her shit is crispy, nigga. Like, her live stream is seamless, my nigga.
She seemed like she might punch him in the chest if it wasn't.
But we all start speaking on newer basketball pods. For example, Jeff Teague, Pat Bev. Ironically, we did this episode, so you know, congratulations, nigga. We just answered your question.
Yep.
About 40 minutes ago, nigga. Yeah.
I'm a Jeff Teague fan.
But I'm guessing he's asking like as an actual
segment.
I mean, I can see it happening. I mean, shit, fuck it. Why not? I fuck with Jeff Teague, you know. All it takes is one of us just bringing it up.
That's true. That's true.
Like, hey, y'all see that funny shit, but
yeah, there's some funny shit in there.
Let's see.
I think that's the last one.
Shit, really, Tony, this nigga, you know, residential Hoover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really on you.
Wait, to do what?
To like bring up a podcast or something like that.
Basketball shit.
Well, honestly, shit, we brought up Melo and Mero.
Brought up everybody.
And we shit on that.
Yeah.
Like, that was
which technically isn't even a basketball podcast.
Wait, and we talked about the Miko Grime. Oh yeah, they were talking about TikTok dance. We talked about the Miko and Gilbert shit.
Actually, yeah.
That was a sports. That's a sports podcast. So we do bring them up.
Yeah,
just not Pat Bev. I think that's the only one that hasn't had them.
Yeah, we multi-dimensional, nigga.
Yeah, covering them all, man. I think that's it. I mean, Lush relapsed.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lush relapse.
You know, get better, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
God damn, look what No Jumper did to him.
Crip Mac is in jail with a federal case, facing like 14 years because he had a Glock with a switch.
Oh man,
which is deep.
Nigga, serious.
Crip Mac took me as like a old school hood like fisticuffs nigga, but I didn't.
He is, yeah, but niggas they call it the Billy Western.
I'm about to say, nigga.
Niggas are rolling around with the Billy Western. You gotta got one too. You gotta have one too.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Nigga, I saw this one nigga on Twitter, like he was talking about his friend, like his friend, you know, got pulled over, had a switch. Nigga, he said his friend swallowed the switch. I don't know if it was real, but I'm like, bro, you kind of have to.
You have to, bro. A switch.
The switch carries more time than the gun.
You literally, you could be a felon with the gun. The switch, you're fucked.
Had a hard time shitting that out.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Like, you have to take that. The switch, the machine gun charge.
Yeah.
Nobody has time to deal with that in court.
That's like having a whole nother gun.
Bruh, it's
it's
like stealing from the military, stealing one of their assault.
Yeah.
It's like stealing one of their automatic weapons from the military. Like,
especially if that shit 3D printed, I know it's, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of everything going on right now.
Yeah,
how big is the switch?
Oh, it's small.
Yeah, it's small. It's like a
look that shit up. Glock with a switch, nigga. They're like they're literally like this.
Yeah, like a little, you know,
like they're
like
and you can.
So it's like a pill.
No, it's
like a quarter. More like think of like a quarter or a nickel.
Nickel.
Between a quarter or a nickel.
They're so small. You just hook them to the back of your gun, and it turns it into an automatic.
Okay.
Literally that right there.
And they're selling for $20 online. That right there.
That's crazy.
That little thing right there is $20, and it turns your pistol into an assault rifle.
Also
into an automatic weapon.
You also get about 10, 15 years too. So you know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So
It's
do you want to? An automatic weapon that bad? You can't even aim them shits, bro. When you watch the videos of them shooting them shits,
it's like all over the place.
Nigga, this shit it empties like a 30-round clip in like 2 seconds, bro. Like it's shit.
2 seconds.
Niggas be like you're not hitting nothing but pedestrians.
But you got to think the niggas shooting these are just shooting clouds.
That's true.
Most of the time they're just trying to scare everybody, get
that shit to scare
clear the room.
That'll definitely scare a group of niggas.
But it's like if you hit somebody with it, like nigga. Like they are gone probably.
Normally, if you hit them once, you probably hit them a couple times.
Bro, yes. Just because of odds.
Have you ever seen I seen videos of like police videos where like they're running into somebody's house and a nigga in the house lets a switch go. Nigga, all the police scatter. Like they're like, oh shit, nigga got an automatic weapon. Like they get fucking low. What is that?
I had to Google shit and that shit came up. Jesus.
What is the holiday?
What is it? Why'd you?
The playground. That nigga said.
Because I didn't know what was happening.
What is the playground? Oh shit, Google. God damn, hey nigga, 2024.
That's some Nickelodeon shit. Get outside and play.
Yeah.
But take us out, man.
I was about to say, man, it's been a beautiful goddamn episode, man. As always, you know what I mean? Thank you for clicking on the episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for even checking out the $5 Patreon, which is $5. You get what I'm saying? It's damn near an end of year special. You get what I'm saying? But
Right. Nigga, we had bro, we did a Black Friday
man.
special all year.
Black Friday's still going on, but as always, office hours. Anything you want us to comment on, anything that you want us to talk about, leave it down in the description. # office hours. But as always, been good, been great, beautiful night. J Nobles,
Tone Groove,
AJ the Menace,
White Man Behind the Boards.
Yeah.
Oh. December 21st, we're hosting the show, LOL the Show.
Yeah.
Don't forget LOL the Show Wednesdays. Yeah, all that good stuff. Anything else? I feel like we was missing something.
They ain't here no more.
They still here.
It still be like,
oh yeah, tell them to drop an emoji.
Yeah, what emoji? Because we forgot to do it on like the last 2 episodes.
what's the theme of this episode? What have we been talking about? It's no hoe emoji.
I wish there was.
Most improved.
Well, there is a hoe emoji, like the actual hoe, but not like a woman walking in Green Mile.
Apology.
That's what the actual hoe
Nah.
is.
Is there a suit?
The tool. Yeah.
I was gonna say put the birthday suit emoji, but
That don't exist.
it doesn't.
Birthday suit.
Birthday does.
If you type in killer or like Camron,
Let's put in safe.
What?
Is there a pink horse?
Oh yeah.
yo, yeah.
Let me just search pink and see what comes up. It's a pink pig. Nope. Flamingo. Nope.
Flamingo might nah.
Ain't no pink horse.
Let's do a ticket. Admit one.
The admit one.
The admit one ticket. It's a
Admit-
ticket.
Oh shit.
It's like a ticket to like a fair.
Whoa. I don't know what y'all waiting for. Y'all got your homework. Y'all better get the comedy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They thought I was We see y'all not doing shit. Yeah,
Right.
get the comedy. Put the
Comment
ticket
a
down.
ticket, nigga.
Don't
You
forget
know.
to like, man. Run the likes up, please.
Definitely run the
Please
likes up.
run the likes up.
For sure.
We need
That helps us get in the algorithm better.
Yeah.
the algorithms.
Because we're algorithm players out here.
We need the money report.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. As always, Menace Material. Much love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost credit the button.